Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War stream. Of course, we got two really big things today, one of which we somewhat went over already, which of course is the new Mythic. It is in Glory Gem Guild in VIP chest, the Huang Long. It is, of course, the first Friday of every month, which we end up getting the Mythic for. As far as getting it, it's pretty average. It feels like it has the same Stonehammer problem. I do feel like it's better than Stonehammer, but ever so marginally smaller of a difference. But it's okay. It's a really high score reduction troop. It was okay with the Divine Spell Equivalent team, but that's already such a strong combo that it kind of does itself. But it's an interesting mechanic. It's really luck-based. It does the full AoE, and then it has a chance of doing a bunch of random things. Attack gain with score reduction of this new trait's pretty good. 70% reduction to attack gain. Pretty good combination. Has a chance for extra turn, has a chance for barrier, has a chance for bless, has a chance for enchant. A lot of benefits it can get. It's not really too spammy though. It has the same mana cost as Iron Gut, but it doesn't have that guarantee extra turn like Iron Gut does. But it does still have a chance. It kind of almost reminds me of Beatrix in that regard, in that it's really inconsistent on if it actually gets extra turn. But unlike Beatrix, it only gets it off of specifically the 50% chance, whereas Beatrix can also get it off the board, whereas this thing has no way to touch the board, which is probably the biggest thing holding it back. If it had anything that could touch the board in combination with all this, like create even just 8 yellow would be enough, it would have actually been really insane. But unfortunately, it does not have that. But that's all that we could have needed. Like a 50% chance to also create 8 yellow. If it had that on top of the extra turn chance, it actually would be really good. But it doesn't. It has no way to touch the board. We still have the extra turn chance, and Chant can get it up a little bit quicker. But still a bit slow. We also don't have half mana Dragon Start yet, which obviously is a big hindrance to this. But anyways, that's not the main thing we're going to be doing today. The main thing, of course, is we got a new faction! And I'll be reading through the storyline, going through it, delving through it, and going from there. But yes, we got to the Dripping Caverns, home of the oozes. And today we'll get really deep into there. And then tomorrow night we should be able to do Pure Faction for it. And tomorrow at some point we'll cover a video just going over teams and everything. Though we kind of already showed most of them last night. But a nice concise video for people who don't catch any of the streams. But anyways, hello everyone! Hello Paul! Hello, I need to make chat bigger. 1 second. Hello Paul! Hello Two Scoops! Hello Elite Gaming! Hello Stardust! Hello Raykin! Hello Isabel! Or Isabella, I mean. Hello Grant! Hello Ricardo! Hello Vespenny! Hello Camila! Camille, I mean. Hello U7! Hello Vernus! Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, let's go read this storyline. As we traveled along, Lord Johnny Bronze took an interest in some caves. Yarr! Do ya see the caves, do ya? I do. There be treasure in caves such as this. And monsters. Hey, but don't ya worry. Lord Johnny knows all about such things. Very well. Let's destroy them all with, I don't know, what destroy team should we use? Let's just use Verwain. I'm pretty sure we have enough damage to do it with Verwain. Where's Verwain? There you are. We're not even set to armor right now. I'm pretpretty sure it's still... I still have chainmail. Gosh, I have everything set incorrectly. I'm going to go reset a little bit because we don't have all these set because of, what's it called? All the objectives we keep having each week. Weapon doesn't really matter. Actually, what do I normally run for a weapon here? Oh, yeah, I know what I normally do. I actually, I normally run... I'll just run Black Manacles, I guess. But I normally run, what's it called? And one purple weapon with Archmage, but we'll just roll this way. It should be fine. We're not set to armor right now, but I'm pretty sure we have enough damage anyways. Anyways, hello, Wildest Ship. Hello, Grant. Welcome, welcome. You got it on your second attempt? Nice. Yeah, it has been out for several hours now, so quite a few people have probably already gotten it done. We normally spread it out a little bit, where we do most of it on Friday morning, which is right now, and then more on tonight's stream, and then finishing it on Saturday night for Pure Faction. Also allows us to go a little bit cheaper and only buy like 4 or 5 tiers. I think it will cost us 5. I normally go for 5 because it allows us to do it Saturday night normally. That is the game plan. And I think we can start doing the skip method around 250 or so. 200, 250, somewhere around there. That is the game plan. Terrible creatures! But I can verily smell the treasure here. Where are they? We call them our rock squids. Really? Oh, rock squids. Did ya know one ate me hand once? Oh, yeah. How did he lose his leg? He told us how he lost his leg. But now we know he lost his arm to a rock squid. Does anyone remember how he lost his leg? He said it in one of the storylines. I can't remember what it was, though. There is some lore here. We're learning how he lost his parts. But anyways, it be truth. Rock squids jumped out at me from a ladies, wait, what? Bodis? Oh, a ladies' Bodis. Chomp. Okay. He's fun to do commentary for. Keep an eye out for treasure and hands off any booty keys. What? I know he's trying to say like booty, but booty keys? Is that how you say booty plural? Booty keys? Booty keys. He wants booty and keys. Okay. This particular cave will have a danger below. Below, you say? Aye, this wet slimy floor will have what? Floor mantles. They'll eat the pants right off ya. Scree. Anyways. Hello, Dr. Shrimp. Hello, Matt. Welcome, welcome. New factions are always fun. A few times we get more dialogue these days. Though we are supposed to get new kingdoms, which will be pretty fun too, because those normally have way longer storylines. I know some people might not remember them because they've been ages ago, but their storylines were like 3-4 times longer than what these things normally have. The little small factions. Right, not that many. It's like 2 to 3 times longer. It's definitely longer though, by at least level. Oh, so hello, Isabel. Welcome. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Salty wrote it. Honestly, I think she's been doing most of the writing for the game these days. Because it doesn't sound like Syrian. He has a really distinct writing style that is really noticeable. Did I say danger below? I mean danger above. I bet you did. These were cloak mantles. Little Johnny were a little confused, you say. Oh? On account of the last time I encountered this, I was upside down. It be truth, they swarmed me, ate my pants, and me hands. Okay. Little Johnny knows where we are now. Oh, really? Hey, I've seen this place in old map. I knows it well. They call this place the Dripping Caverns. How original. And these passages should be nice and clear. You lead, I'll follow. Oh, very well. Destroy all the things. They do not appear to be very clear. So we got the little cute bunny ear skulls. Probably have them for the rest of the weekend. Also wear some bunny ears for Sunday, for Easter. For the nightly stream. I need to figure out where they are. I know there's somewhere around here. Just have no clue where their current location is. I normally only need them once per year. So the rest of the year they kind of get shuffled all over the place. So I have not the slightest clue where they are, but they're somewhere around here. I think we have like 3 or 4 pairs. At one point we were getting another pair every single year. We're not going to do that this year though. Will you look at that? He's hired some jellies to guard the caverns. Who what? Who has? The king of the caverns, King Bob. Bob, really? Hey, King Bob, an old enemy of mine. Let me guess. I fought him once, many years ago. He cut off my hand. Wait, that's 2 different things. How many things have taken out his hands? Wait, does he have something for both? No. Now, you best be wary. King Bob is cunning. Uh-huh. Hey, that he be. I bet he's been watching us all this time. But remember, he's wealthier than a goblin with a golden gorble. I hope so. So cosh him on the noggin. Grab his booty and set sail. Very well. That is quite a monstrosity. Also, I like how it says he's not Bob. Let's see. What is that thing's name? The Shoggoth. I don't think it's any good, is it? Rage or... No, we already went over it the other week. It's pretty bad. It's like an okay enrage option. You'd almost never use it, though. Most of the stuff from this faction I feel like you're not really going to use. It has a unique mechanic, though, where it does it based on most, which is a new typing, or a new condition, which nothing else has until today. Though it's not too useful. King Bob was looking a little unwell there. A bit redder than I remember. You've seen Shagaroff? Hey, it must have changed his name and added a few eyes. Suits him, don't you think? Bob, indeed. We settled the score, though. Only one after he took me leg. He said he took your hand. I picking me toenails at the time, you see. He got both. Besides, booty. Booty indeed. Okay, now let's go loot this place. So we still have to go and put treasure into it. Gotta put treasure before we can loot it. Gotta fill it with treasure before we can loot the treasure. There has to be treasure for us to loot. You want Elfie to wear bunny ears? We'll give Elfie some bunny ears too. Oh, so hello, Elite Gaming. Hello, Tyrion. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Ricardo. Who I say hello to? Hello, DS. Hello, Stardust. Grant. Hello, GF. I was trying to make sure I didn't miss anything while we were reading pirate stuff. Took you 6.5 hours for every room. Nice. Oh, with no skip? Nice. That's how I think about how long it normally takes us, because we normally stream for about 3 hours today, 1 hour tonight, and then 1 hour tomorrow. Is normally how we break out a faction. So sometimes we go a little bit longer on this day. And then we do skip method, so it always goes within that time frame. But it tends to be how we normally break out the faction, for the most part. As we go for like 3-4 hours now, then break it up into the other two. All right, let's do this one more time. Go get the chalices in. Go get the other things in. Also, we have a really low amount of loot. Oh, I know why we have such a low amount of loot. Let me go roll for the troops. We haven't opened them yet. So we'll go until we hit about 52. Oh, good. You sacred treasure already. Nice. And a crown. But we'll go until we hit about 50. No, 54,000. I'll check. Though I'm pretty sure we'll need to go to 52,000 or lower. I'll check at 53. Because if we get really lucky, we can actually have it done by then. But we keep getting... We're getting luck, but in a different direction. Gosh, we're getting like 1 billion sacred treasure. Got a genie lamp there, another genie lamp. Got nothing. Another legend. I think that's the third one already. Second or third. Hard to tell because the genie lamp obviously has the same border as it. It's really easy to tell when you get a mythic treasure, though, because it's the only one that has that blue border, since there's no mythic faction troops. Oh, we're going to go down to 53,000. I have a feeling we're still not there yet. I haven't seen enough of the legends. Well, that's a genie lamp. Not the legend we're looking for. That's still a good legend. Another lamp. And that's either a third or fourth. Let's just assume fourth. Even though it might be third. And that way when it hits 6, we'll check. That's 5. Or 4. One or the other. Well, one more we'll go check what our progress is at. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think we're still one short. But I'll check right now. Because we weren't keeping track exactly. Nope. We might be... Oh, no! We still need more copied ultra rare, don't we? And common. We're still a bit short. Yeah, we still need 91 the rare, if I'm not mistaken. Not the common, but the we still need 91 of the rare. So we're a little short there. And we need at least 41 of this guy. And we're obviously a little short there. Alright, so we just need to keep an eye on the rare then. Let's do another 1,000 and see where that brings us. Maybe 2,000. We'd even get a single rare there. We'll probably have to go down to 50,000, it looks like. I don't know if we keep getting copies like that. We'll check at 51,000. 2 more. Let's see. We got 4 copies quite a few times there. Might be enough. Nope. Ever so slightly short. I need literally 2 more copies. Not what I wanted. Wrong key. We need portal keys. 2 copies, exactly. So do we want to have any spares? Here's the tank. I guess we'll go for 1 spare. There we go. We got 2 spares. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, now let's go upgrade these guys. That should be enough to go do them all. And it looks like it took about 7,000 shards. It takes anywhere from about 5 to 10,000 based on RNG. But if you get super good RNG, it can technically be 4,000, but it's normally around 5 to 10. It took us 7,000. So pretty much right in the middle. Anyways, let's go get these guys upgraded. We're going to need them later. Though if nothing else, at least they give us Kingdom Stars. These are associated to Groshnok. And if I'm not mistaken, we actually get an armor from Groshnok. It used to be an attack kingdom, but I believe it's armor now. Because I believe it becomes 21 stars. We'll find out in a second. But definitely get some amount of star increase, that's for sure. Obviously. We're adding 4 troops. It's going to gain some amount of stars. Oh, also, hello, Rogue! Sorry! Hello. Also, I didn't read your other comment. What did you mention? Let's see. You were making a sandwich? You're never gonna let that go. That's funny. That is very funny. Where's my other two? I'll grab this guy. And then we can almost start the faction. Then we need to go do the Hoard level. There's so much prep you gotta do for each one. But then once the prep is done, we can get into it. Also, we have some extra redeem codes, and since these streams go a little bit longer, we'll hand out 2 redeem codes this stream. Since these do tend to be our most watched stream. We hand out one soon, and then the other one a little bit later in the stream. But yeah, new factions are a lot of fun. I wish we could get storyline lines like that more often. It happens once a month, or about once a month. They're always fun to do commentary for. I'm such a bad voice actor, though. But it's still fun. Anyways, we got all that. Now the only other thing we got to go upgrade is the Hoard. Oh, and claim our stars. Let's see, how many stars can we get? Oh, 18? Does it not reach 20? Or am I blocked on something? Oh. Wait. Oh, we need to go get 2,000 plus renown. Oh no, I can't get my extra stat until we get 2,000 plus renown. Also, we get 2 stats this week. Not only are we going to get the armor from Groshnok, I'm pretty sure. But, because I'm pretty sure it has enough troops to reach it at this point. Let's see, how many do we have here? 8, 16, 24... 8, 16, 24... 30. Yeah, that's enough. We just need to get the pet. And whatever else is blocking us, but mostly the pet. That's unfortunate. We technically get 2 stats, because if you have super ultra high renown, this faction also gives you, aside from the 1 armor we're going to get from Groshnok, we're also going to get 1 HP from the hitting 68,000, which will happen very quickly, because we're pretty much already there, if you have max renown. Actually, just upgrading the treasure will be enough, won't it? Hold up. Yeah, just upgrading our treasure hoard to 1,000 will be enough. Nice. Let's go do that then, because that'll be enough for our 1 HP. Our permanent 1 HP. And isn't Groshnok armor? I keep saying it is. Let me just double check. It is the stat of armor, yes. So we gain 1 HP and 1 armor today. Pretty cool. Anyways. Extra durability, always useful. Let's go and upgrade his treasure so we get a permanent HP in, because we have to anyways for the thing. And now we have treasure here, so we can actually go use them. Start using chalices. Which I might start our chalices a little bit early, but we have enough of them that we can probably keep going. Yeah, we still need 21 because of the faction thingy. Or because of the challenges. I might have done the challenges for Groshnok. I can't remember. I don't think I have. Have they ever done a Mythic and a new faction at the same day? Yes, very often, actually. There's been a lot of times they've done both a faction and a Mythic simultaneously. Honestly, these days, I feel like it's happening more often than it doesn't. Like, it feels more frequent that we have a faction plus Mythic week on the same exact day than not having it. It has happened very often. Relative to the fact that it really shouldn't. Because they're both kind of on different timers. Because new factions first... I mean, new factions is what? Like every 6 weeks or so? Whereas new Mythic is... Well, I guess that's why it's almost every other one. Because new Mythic is once... the first Friday of every month. So that's about, what, every 4 weeks or so? Whereas the other thing's about every 6 weeks or so. Though this faction was supposed to be about 2 weeks ago. The last Vault event we had was supposed to be when we were supposed to get the faction. So our next faction is actually really quick. It's in like 3 weeks from now. because this faction was supposed to be 2 weeks ago, but was delayed to now, or whatever they did, they shifted it around. And now we have another faction like 3 weeks. I think it's 3 Fridays from now. It's whatever the last Friday of this month is, which is the 30th. Which is 1 day off of being next month. Which would have been, again, a new Mythic month. Or a new Mythic Friday. If this month had 1 less day, next faction event would be also a new Mythic as well. But it's not because it falls on the 30th, which is the very last day of this month. But yeah, 30th is next faction. Last day of April. So it's funny, pretty much the first day and last day of April we get a new faction. The second day of April and the last day of April we get a new faction. Which is one of the smallest intervals we've had between new factions, just because they had to delay the other one. Alright, we'll probably start using this other treasure soon. How's the Mythic? It's really average. It feels like Stonehammer, but slightly better. It might be a little bit more useful once you have once we have 50% Dragon Start, which doesn't currently exist within the game. But as it currently stands, it's a very average. I wouldn't really advise for it unless you're just getting it for the sake of getting it, for completionist sake, to make sure you get a Mythic that you don't have. It's also okay if you want to get it as a Shentang Mythic. The other Shentang Mythic is pretty bad. It's that guy that does stun with a little bit of adjacent damage. So if you're looking for a Shentang Mythic, it'd be perfectly fine to go for if you currently have 0 Shentang Mythics, because it's better than the other one, or I feel like it's better. It's gonna have more uses than the other guy does, because generally if you want a stunner, you would just go for Obsidius. So the other one's almost never really used, because Obsidius is basically just a way superior version of it. Whereas this thing actually has some unique purposes that other things can't do. While it's very rare you'd want to bring it out, it does technically do some things that other things can't. May 17th, thank you. Yeah, I keep forgetting the date. Even this morning, I forgot what the date was. I know it was somewhat soon. But yeah, May 17th. That sounds about right. We get 50% Dragon Start. So not quite yet, but it's around the corner. So how much gold did we consume through? I didn't even see what our starting gold was. I could always check the stream later, though. Yeah, the faction should have been 2 weeks ago when we had the Vault event. This current faction that we have today. But it got delayed. Probably because the mechanic was bugged or something. It is a new mechanic after all. They probably needed that patch that we got the other week to hit before they could release this faction. Is likely what happened. Hey, can we just take our treasure up at this point? We need to hit 155, right? I think so. In which case, we'll do Sacred Treasure with Genie Lamps right here. Let me double check. So wherever we gain the magic is where we normally like going to. Yeah, it's 155. Just making sure. Okay. So Sacred Treasure, Sacred Treasure, Sacred Treasure, Sacred Treasure. Nope. Genie Lamp. Yeah, let's do that, I guess. That seems perfectly fine. Unless you want to do it this way. Yeah, actually, that's a little bit better. Save a Sacred Treasure. It only costs us, what? How much extra gold? It only costs us like 30,000 extra gold or so. It's not that bad. Alright, let's do it that way. 30,000 gold to save a Sacred Treasure is pretty solid. We dipped under 10 million, though. No. Pretty sure we already donated to the guild this week. Let me double check. That's pretty bad if we haven't yet. Because we're actually a little low on gold. Pretty sure we have. Oh, that's not where you check that. Let's see. How much have we donated? We have. I haven't claimed my seals, though. But yeah, we did 2.2 million. Isabel did the thingy. Thank you, Isabel. Okay, let's go grab all this. We also have a permanent HP right now as well from doing what we just did. Because we have hit 48,000 or 68,000, which is exactly where the HP was. Now the next stat we get is an armor. So now we have 3 attacks, 7 HP, 6 armor, and 1 magic, with the 1 HP coming in today. And we can get the Groshnock 1 armor either later tonight or tomorrow. I think I'll actually fall tomorrow, based on when we do Pure Faction and the other thing. But anyways, let me go delay the 1. I'm not going to bother doing the other 2, though. I'll delay the 1 for some extra shiny loot. Also, this place is very glowy. Very, very glowy. What even is the layout that we do here? Let's see. So this is a treasure room. Not sure if that's guaranteed treasure room. That might be the only guaranteed treasure room in this faction. Because this is the only treasure room currently visible here. Rush method looks like you could just do 4 rooms then. There does not appear to be a 3-room method. I wonder if that's guaranteed treasure room. That's rather interesting if it is, because is there any other faction where the treasure room is right before the final room? Where you have to take the treasure room? I'm not sure if we've ever had a faction where you 100% had to take the treasure room. Because if this is guaranteed treasure room, that's actually how it's set up. Where you have to take the treasure room before you take the boss. That's rather interesting. I'm pretty sure we have 0 factions that are like that currently. Where the faction, where the treasure room has to be taken. Which isn't a bad thing, obviously. That's actually pretty good. That because you can get bonus effects off it. Like this one gives all allied troops gain agile, which is actually really good. That's one of the best ones. 20% chance to dodge skulls, which is pretty nice. Anyways, we showed a bunch of teams earlier, so let's go bring them out. They're right over here. I'll be showing them for the video tomorrow as well, but just to briefly go over them. We have the Urskea Shield into Rowan build. This is the cheapest thing that you could possibly do, and it goes all the way. We'll probably use it for the super low level range because it's slightly quicker than doing Tesla build. Then we're going to start doing Tesla build, which you don't need life and death. It's mostly just double Tesla and the Holy Saint Astra. It's a little bit more expensive than the Rowan build. However, it is much quicker for the later battles, particularly when Rowan stops one-shotting is when you'd start using this. So technically this is more like level 100 to 500, but you can run it all the way from 20 and it'd be perfectly fine. Then for the super high levels, you have access to both Iron Gut and Zugoff, so you can just build a Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, Hiking Iron Gut team, and then run a Curse or Zugoff there. If you don't have Zugoff, run a Curse. And Pure Faction we haven't built yet because we haven't had the troops until now, so let's go do that right now, I guess. We're already right here. What was it called again? Dripping Caverns? Where is it? Dripping Caverns! Oh yeah, well, on Earth would we run? I assume we'd do Rock Squid. Let's see. Silence and deal a bunch of true damage to the first and last enemy. Explode 5 gems of the most used allied mana color. That seems perfectly fine to spam. And do you mana generate? Yes, perfect. Okay, that'll be our team then. Create 10 gems of the most used ally mana color, which is blue. Oh, and 8 skulls? That's a weird mix. It's kind of like the Guardians in that regard. Has Impervious too, oddly enough. Which I have to watch out for because that guy has Silence, which would be countered by Impervious. Remove a bunch of gems. Oh, it's remove and not destroy. From the most used mana color. Or from the enemy's most used mana color. And then gain 2 armor for every gem removed. That's pretty bad. That would be good in Arena though. But it'd be slow. Interesting. It's pretty bad, but he has stone skin, so he's not bad. We need a stone skin. And you're just useless, right? Destroy a bunch of gems of the most used enemy mana color. And destroy, so you do gain the mana for it. And then web the strongest enemy. Yeah, that's pretty average. Alright, let's go with Jelly and be good to go. And then we change our banner accordingly, which would be probably blue... What's your mana? That's not really worth giving you a +1. I think we just go blue-purple. Pretty sure we just go blue-purple. Also, thank you, Cynical, for the support. Greatly appreciated. And thanks for stopping by. Hope all's been well. What minus banner do we need? Oh, yeah, what's the faction banner? Is the faction banner even useful? It's not even showing up here, oddly enough. What is the faction banner? It was, blue-green? Because those are the restrictions. We don't need green, though. Green would be kind of pointless on this team. So I think we just go to +2 blue, +1 purple. Ideally, I want +2 purple, +1 blue, but I need a better minus. And both of these minuses are going to reduce his mana. And while I'm not going to give him a plus, I don't want to give him a minus. So I think let's go with the double blue, I guess. Though this guy we're not really going to be casting. But I think it's fine. Oh, no, double purple would be so much better, though. But we're going to have enchant, so it might not really matter that we don't have double purple because the enchant will kind of make up for it anyways. I'm pretty sure that's what we run for Pure Faction. Worst comes to worst, we could adjust it later. Anyways, let's start on this faction already. Let me grab the team. We're running Rowan for the earlier battles. Where's my Rowan build? Right here. Yeah, let's get into it. Rowan. That's not a Rowan banner. These are. I'm pretty sure we already, yeah, we finished the event. We were literally the person in our guild who finished it. So let me just go and replace these. We don't need them for the rest of the week. However, what we will need is faction stuff. So let's go do that. And let's go quick kill them all with Rowan. Paste the team in here. And be good to go. Yep, I'll run Rowan for a little while. Actually, I should probably run with Archer class. I want that green storm. It's not like we're going to die at this earlier level range anyways. There we go. Okay. I said hello, Daddy Shark. Not sure if I said hello earlier. And D Gray, welcome. And Dr. Shrimp. Let's see. What do we need here? I said hello, Jamie, if I didn't already say hello as well. Guess I'm missing a lot of hellos. Is that David Bowie? They do references here and there, though I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. Actually, one really funny reference that they have on one of them is the Glob Father. If I'm not mistaken, it's on the Legends. It's called the Glob Father. Where'd it go? Where do you see it again? I actually forget how to check it. What page do you see it on again? How'd you forget? Wait, do you have to see it in your thing? There it is, the Glob Father. But yeah, you have to do it in the troop menu. That's weird. It doesn't show it here, but if you do it here, it'll show it. That's strange. But yeah, if it's in your team, it won't show it. But if it's over there, it will. The Glob Father. Let's see. Cynical, all good. Glad you could join us. Gonna be getting a lot of faction in. Probably go to about 300 this stream. Have a code soon and another one a little bit later. Also, Cynical, are you going to be getting into Puzzle Quest 3 at all? Because they said they're going to do redeem codes for it. It's not currently set up, but they did say so. So if you're going to be streaming or whatever, you might want to get codes as well for that game. It's not currently out yet, though. Like the code system. Or the game. Well, the game's in soft launch. But it's not like launch yet. Also, why is there only 2 green on this entire board? How are we supposed to cast Rowan with 2 green? We have gotten a 0 green starting board before. It is the worst when using a Leprechaun. Yeah, they said Puzzle Quest 3 is going to be in early access for a while, which is somewhat concerning because that means it's going to be a while before it's out on Steam. Salty couldn't even get the dev build on Steam to work when she last streamed it. Though they do have a dev build on Steam, so that's a good sign at least. If nothing else. Go for Explosion. Oh, so hello, Dark. Welcome. Your words are funny. Oh, also, we did hit over 100 viewers, didn't we? Let me go hand out a code. Hold up. Let me go hand out our first code. We'll do it for that. Where's my code section? We'll have another one a little bit later to stream. Let me go get you guys the first code. Also have another one tonight. Where is the code section? One moment. It is buried. Let's see. Put that over there. Put that over there. Put that all the way in the corner so I can get the link. And there you guys go. There's a redeem code used on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says right over here is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code is right over there in chats. Copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with FQ. And give same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Only usable on PC mobile version of the game. But there you guys go. Enjoy. There we go. I'll have another one in a little bit. Well, let's go back to faction. So our game plan pretty much for this faction is probably going to be Rowan till about 100 or until it stops killing, whatever it stops killing at. Then we switch to Tesla, and then I might just use Tesla all the way. And if we're going to shift again, we'll probably shift into Iron Gut build, like a Zugoff or something. Also, can someone ban Dark? Initially, it wasn't annoying, but now he's spamming. Let's see. Where's the thing? There it is. I think I clicked the right one. There we go. Oh, there we go. We both did it. And had a weird delay. There we go. Oh, also, let me check. Is this guaranteed treasure room? 100% of the time. No, it is not. Interesting. This place has no guaranteed treasure room? You're telling me this place is that bad? That it has 0 guaranteed treasure rooms? It looks like it has 0 guaranteed treasure rooms. That is pretty awful. But yeah, this faction's definitely not one you would want to farm, that's for sure. At least from our loot perspective, this is one of the worst factions we've gotten in a while. The layout's not bad, though. Even though it's not the same premise, it kind of reminds me a little bit of, oh, what's that one, Delve? Silver Necropolis. It kind of reminds me of Silver Necropolis layout. Except without the treasure rooms, which makes it a lot worse. Hey, we don't have a follow-up, do we? Unless Mirage Queen has alignment, we have no follow-up when they revive with this team. Luckily, Tesla has a second Tesla. It's not going to be too big a deal, though. Very few things have revive, as I'm running into both the revive rooms in a row. Oh, of course, that one has a higher chance. It had a 50% and a 25%. Yeah, we hit the 25% on the other one. You get the battle where we actually have a higher chance of them reviving. They don't revive. You found a Cedric before level 100? Nice. It's definitely possible, too. It looks like it has random chance for treasure room off of several. But there's no guaranteed treasure room. That doesn't mean it doesn't get treasure, though. Rooms. It's just none of them are 100% right. The main reason why you want to take the Cedric room a little bit early is if you're using any gold gainer on your team, he drastically increases the amount of gold you gain because he gives 100% bonus to each one of your troops, which brings your gold cap from 100 to 500. So we would have gained 100 gold right there for casting a Leprechaun. So he drastically increases the gold as you get from going through the delve. If your team doesn't really gain too much gold, you still kind of save them for last, like you would a normal treasure room. However, if you have any gold gainer on your team, even if it's just Leprechaun, you generally want to go for that room as quickly as possible so you can gain a little bit extra gold throughout the delve. It's not normally too big a deal, but it does definitely add up to be quite a bit of gold. This faction has like a very webby layout. Actually, you know what? That one, Frostfire Keep, is kind of similar to it, except in a different shape. That one was in a snowflake shape. But it kind of like has like a web shape kind of thing going with it. It's definitely not the worst, but it's definitely pretty low down there as far as factions are concerned. Luckily, pure faction should be pretty easy because we have access to not just silence, but also true damage. As long as we cast before the enemy, we kind of just automatically win, which would be nice. Also, hello, Ghost Tripan. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. You're using the pure faction until probably 100. You can just use normal team, and then on the 500 or on the 100 use the pure faction. You only have to use it once. You don't have to use it on every single battle. As long as you use it at least once on the high battle, it'll count as if you did it the entire time. So you can do 20 to 90 doing it with a normal team, and then do 100 with the pure faction if you want to get a little bit of pure faction in but don't want to go for max. Normally I just wait all the way till max. However, 100 and 200 as well as 300 are all good spots where you could do a single pure faction net if you want to. Just because all three get a increase in the reward. 100 is the bare minimum that you'd want to do if you're not going for pure faction. But normally we just go straight to pure faction, so we don't do that. Yeah, if anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Do I have a favorite class in Puzzle Quest? Sorry, I didn't see your question, Eab. But my favorite class is definitely Assassin by far. As far as within the current balance of the game, I would highly advise picking either Paladin or Assassin as your first hero class. They are really absurdly strong compared to every other class, at least from the early game perspective when you don't have a lot of gear. But I've been running with Assassin. If I'm not mistaken, there are currently 3 people who've completed out the game, though there might be slightly more by now. But the 3 people I'm aware of, 2 of them ran Assassin, me and someone else, and the other one ran Paladin. And they're by far the 2 strongest hero classes in the current balance of Puzzle Quest 3. Aside from their abilities, it's also just because of what their gem type is. Assassin gets a gem type that makes all purple spells do more damage immediately, while also creating a bunch of gems on the board, both of which are very useful for spamming purple spells like crazy, while also doing more damage with them. And Paladin has damage reduction, which everything hits very hard, so being able to reduce damage is very good. I believe it also eventually gets a barrier ability at some point, which is ridiculously broken if it does, because barrier is absurdly strong in that game. It is in Gems of War as well, but in Puzzle Quest 3, it is very absurdly strong. Like, way over the top strong. It does have a counter to it, though. There's a stats effect called Terror that makes it do 50% less effective. However, a lot of battles don't have any of that effect in it. Let's see. There we go. Rowan. Doing Rowan things. We only got a level 6 chest. That's almost tied at the lowest we could possibly get. Because we get 3 automatically for that, 1 at the beginning. And I think it auto goes up by 1, right? So I think the lowest you could ever have is a tier 5 chest, and we just got a tier 6. That's pretty unlucky. Doesn't really matter too much, though. Most of the loot within them we don't really need. Yeah, someone had an interesting suggestion last night. I'm not sure if we're ever going to do it, though. It's because it would take so much time to set up. But once we have every faction in the game, or at least until they start adding new ones, we could do the Explorer for every single kingdom at 12 and get a chest for every single one and not open it. And then do the same for the Underworld. And then open all the chests at once. So we open 68 chests of loot. 34 Explorer ones, and then 34 Underworld ones. They suggested only for Explorer, but I figured we'd throw both in. That'd be interesting to do at some point. No, no time soon. But we will eventually. That'd be a lot of loot chests to open. At what level should you switch into Iron Gut team? Generally around 200 to 300. Though you can pretty much run Tesla the entire time. Tesla's never going to fall off. But I believe you do reach a point where Iron Gut Zugoff goes a bit quicker. And that point would probably be around 300 or so. Current plan's Rowan until it stops one-shotting, which is probably about 100 or so. Then we switch to Tesla. And then we either go Tesla all the way or switch to Iron Gut, at which we do around 300 or so. The biggest issue with Iron Gut is there is an impervious on both the first and final battle. which might make Tesla a little bit more enticing. Obviously, you can counter that with Curse or Zugoff or other things. But there's a guarantee Impervious on both the first and final battle. Actually, I believe the first battle might have 2 Imperviouses. What works good with Gob Truffle? Warden is actually surprisingly good with the Gob Truffle. The main reason for this is it has both Green Storm and Dispel. And Dispel is really good because it gets rid of Submerge. So if you want to run that... Oh yeah, I never did show that team for the thing. I guess we'll show that as well for the video. Because one other thing that you can run for this delve is Farce Troll, double Gob Truffle, into Hero using Warden with like a Doom Club or Doom Glaive. Or any weapon if you don't have those. But yeah, Warden is really good with Truffle. Especially in Delves. Because Submerge is a little bit more common in Delves. Wait, we're already not one-shotting? That's rather surprising. Maybe we already switched to Tesla. It might already be Tesla time. I am pretty sure it is Tesla time now. Is there a reliable way to pick up the runics that aren't commonly found in Delves, red or yellow? Or are we just at the mercy of Explore? Pretty much Explore. Explore spam. Which would be Explore spam Adana, because it has red-yellow. I believe Dragon's Claw also has red-yellow. But it has a lot of revive troops. Okay, well, Rowan seems to not want to kill, so let's go switch to Tesla. To the Tesla! Where is Tesla? Where's my Tesla? I don't have it named. Well, I do have it named, but I don't have, like, Tesla next to it. There we go. Good enough. Anyways, let's go get this guy in. Put that right over there. And Life and Death's not needed. We probably will barely even cast it. I just figured true damage synergy is nice. Do we know when Glaive will be back in Soulforge? Probably not for a while. Didn't we just have it recently? So I believe we still have a while until it rotates again. I don't believe it's currently within visible sight, so we don't really have an official date on when it will be available again. Oh, you're not one-shotting either? Interesting. Why does our damage feel lower? Tesla and Rowan doesn't want a one-shot today. Oh, that's why you have double Tesla. Because you cast her twice, boom, you're good to go. At least until it stops double hitting. Yeah, using Shield of Urskea is pretty good with it as well, if we want upscale. We're generally not going to be casting our weapon, though, for most of these earlier battles. And for when we do in these earlier battles, I think Life and Death will clean a little bit better. Though Urskea Shield doesn't allow for those one-shots. Oh, we need so much mana that we're not going to be able to really do either anytime soon. Because we're mostly focusing on Tesla. I believe I'm using Corsair Hero class as well right now. We're just focusing even more into Tesla by going for blues. Which makes it harder to cast our weapon, but it makes it easier to get Tesla to full mana. Oh, you know why it feels like we're doing like no damage? I didn't buy the potions yet, did I? I was like, wait, where's my enchant? Hold up. I know why we're doing like 0 damage. We haven't gotten a single potion yet. I should probably go do that. That would be very useful. I was gonna say, because we're doing like way less damage. That would explain why. I did all the things except I forgot to buy our gems. Or not the gems, but the things with gems. That's funny. Let me go do that now. Ooh, a crown. Ring's not too good. Also, the weapon's pretty bad, by the way. Got another crown. Got the useless weapon. Cool weapon, though. Jelly shots. Even looks like a little drink. Oh, genie lamp. Nice. Alright, and then this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that is the exact cost of 2,110. Not counting what we get back in rewards. Ah, there we go. Anyways. Okay, now we can one-shot everything. That's much better. Look at that difference. Because we're going to need those for purification anyways to be able to reach it. You can do it with tier 4 tier 7s instead. The reason I go for 5 is so we can do it on Saturday. And also so we can skip a couple of them. Allows us to no-skip the last final stretch. Which just helps speed up a little bit because those battles take quite a bit longer. The really deep battles, like around 400. As well as the 300 ones. Generally, I try to start doing skip method by about 300 or so. To get past them. Catch you later, Cynical. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we'll be going for a while. I'll probably go for another 2-3 hours right now. I'll have another code in a little bit as well. We did hand out the other one pretty recently. I don't know. We'll hand it out. I'm not sure what we'll hand it out based on. Well, I'll hand it out at some point. These are normally the bigger streams, so we'll definitely hand out 2. Also, we'll be handing out for 2 for Easter as well. Easter night. Because we stream, of course, every single night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Which is 7 hours from now every day. Which I know for some time zones is a weird time. But we also do Friday morning stream every single time. Or every single Friday. Like today. Let's see, we'll throw that down. Yeah, one nice thing about Corsair with this, we have +3 blue per blue off of Corsair. That stacks with the 2 that we have off of Banner. We gain 5 additional blue per blue we take, which means we at minimum will gain 8 blue for taking a blue. And if it surges, we get 11 blue, which is a lot of blue. What job do I have outside of YouTube? Currently, it's pretty much just YouTube. I've done a lot of various freelance stuff in the past, though. Between flea marketing, writing, eBay, a few other things here and there. But currently, it's pretty much just a channel. So one nice thing about Holy Saint Asher, she does have an armor gain on top of her thing as well. She has to re-enchant human. But the more relevant part's actually the armor because of the damage increase. Oh, what do we go for here? We'll take the red for now. Yeah, I've been self-employed since 19. I'm currently 26. I haven't had like a normal job since high school, basically. Like the end of high school. Like 18, 19, somewhere around there. Oh, what do we go for here? Take that down. Hello, Matrix. Welcome. Gosh, the damage is so much different when we have just a few potions. Amazing how much a difference 35 to all stats makes, which obviously because that's quite a bit of stats. It's definitely not a small amount. Which means we could have still kept using Rowan, but oh well, we already committed to Tesla, might as well keep using it. As soon as double Tesla stops one-shot... Well, actually, once the double Tesla stops one-shotting, we could go Urskea shield build. Life and Death is mostly for the cleanup of when they get revived. But as long as double Tesla's still going, we should be fine. Double Tesla, no buff. Once that stops once that stops one cycling, doing all of them once, that is basically when we'd want to switch into the Iron Gut. Which normally I believe that's around mid 200s. It might be a little bit later. It depends how many stats you end up getting. As well as what your stats are just generally. Because obviously his armor boost ratio. And while most of that damage comes from your enemy as you keep going deeper, quite a bit of it does still count for yourself. As you can tell from our like 200 something armor. Quite a bit of it's still from our own stats. Hello Joseph, welcome. And hello Gustavo, welcome, welcome. We're grinding with Tesla currently, yes. Any particular reason? Which goblin are you using? Gob Truffle? Gob Truffle is perfectly fine. Or do you mean Iron Gut when you say goblin? Oh, I should have casted the other thing. Oh no, Submerge. I'm not running this spell right now, am I? Luckily, that's what life and death is for. At least while it still gets kills. But yeah, Truffle is a perfectly fine build to run for this place. There's several builds that work. Rowan armor buff works. Tesla works. Truffle works. Iron Gut Zugaf works. Either together or individually. Because you could technically build a Skull Spam Zugaf team. Though, given that you have access to Iron Gut, you might as well use Iron Gut though. If you own Zugaf, you own Iron Gut, so you might as well use Iron Gut or both of them together. Because Iron Gut, from a Delve perspective, is actually better than Zugaf. Zugaf in general is better than Iron Gut. But specifically in Delves, if you have the choice between using one or the other, it is actually better to use Iron Gut. If you had to choose only one. You have Iron Gut, but not Tesla. Oh, that's rather unfortunate. At least you have Iron Gut, though. Honestly, as long as you have Iron Gut, any Delve that allows you to use Iron Gut, you can so easily win. You pretty much just use it and then win. It's pretty much how Iron Gut works. If you need help doing factions, Iron Gut is the most important thing you should be getting. Actually, didn't I put him as like the highest possible thing in the top S tier when we did the tier list? I'm pretty sure we did. Still true. He's really only particularly used for Delves, but he's just so absurdly good for Delves. You just don't normally use him till later level ranges, even though he could do it the entire time, obviously. He's not particularly quick for the earlier stages because he has to kill them one at a time. Whereas when you can one-shot, two-shot the entire enemy team, it is a little bit better to do that than to kill them one at a time. Yeah, Skull Spam is very risky. It's normally not advised, but it can work. The consistency of Skull Spam is shaky on some teams, especially when you're color restricted. Yeah, I think our game plan is we can go to about 200. And then the next Valraven that we get around that point, we start doing skip method. Because normally around there with tier 5, or, 5 tier 7s, I mean, you'd be able to start getting away with skips. And the main reason I like doing the skip method is it just saves an hour or two. And you can still do it and only have it cost about 200 more gems to save like an hour or two, which is normally a good exchange rate. You do get less loots from the room, though, of course, since you're not doing the rooms to completion. That saves a decent handful of time. Look at the title at stage 16 rewards. Why? What is it called? Oh, you mean the title reward? Oh, I know what you mean now. I thought you meant like the actual reward stage had a title. But yeah, this actual title thingy. It is the moist. That's good. That's a good title right there. Which do you prefer for the 4th position in a truffle deck? Princess Fizzbang or String Fiddler? If it's a double truffle deck, neither. But if it's a single truffle deck, probably String Fiddler. Because double truffle normally runs either Mirage Queen or Hero there. Like a Forest Troll, double truffle into Doomed Glaive kind of setup. Oh, someone else pointed out earlier, but I didn't see. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. But that's funny. That is a very funny title. Well, the main reason why the Fiddler is good is it's just a lot more consistent for its mana accumulation. It also has a link on it, doesn't it? Which allows you to get green a bit quicker. I'm pretty sure it has green link. But the silence mostly makes sure if you lose your loop, that you'll still be good to go. String Fiddler is just a little bit RNG based with what it randomly does. Whereas Fiddler is really consistent with what it's going to do, even though his silence is random though. But at least the general premise of what it's going to do is consistent. Gonna have to pass a turn. We'll do it with that. Elite Gaming. Thank you. Ooh. I know. Better not be getting a cough. It's around those seasonal allergies time of year. I was really, really bad this time of year last year. I had to take off like a few days from the channel just because it was so bad. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. It's normally when all the pollen starts, and it kind of already has, but it hasn't been as bad this year. Yet. Let's hope it stays that way. Dr. Shrimp. That's a weird way of describing it. Let's see, we'll take that over. I'm not gonna have enough, so we'll do that. Not enough damage, but not enough to get the other one. Oh, never mind. Well, we can just do it in one cast. Apparently that was enough to push it over. Gonna have to wait a turn now. And that's why we have life and death. Clean up the revive. At least until it stops one-shotting. Which is about to stop doing soon. Let me cast. Oh no, he changed my order. That's not nice. Now we got a tank with a Tesla. Though we have enough stats that that's not really going to matter. Plus it starts with barrier, so the first hit doesn't even do anything. Oh, so hello, Cadralis. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And we'll go for buff first, just so we have the turn delay, so we'll have full mana immediately. Or it'll just die, that works too. Yeah, the biggest issue with double truffle once it starts reaching later stages is its damage output relative to speed is a little slow. It has infinite damage from its loop, but the speed at which it applies that damage is a little bit slower than other options. Like something like Double Tesla has no loop whatsoever, but it applies its damage a lot quicker than Truffle does. But Truffle Infinite Loop's still pretty solid though. Just the rate at which it applies the damage is a bit slower than some other options. Especially once you start reaching really late delves, like 300 plus. Start to really notice the slowdown. Though you'd notice the slowdown on Tesla as well. Though she doesn't have as much of a slowdown due to the boost ratio. Whereas your Truffle, you could sit there for like a minute looping his ability just to get the kill. Which still isn't bad, it's just not as good as some other things. Once it reaches that point. But it's definitely possible to run the whole thing with double Truffle. It's normally why it's used with Doomed Glaive as well. Or Doomed, it's Doomed Glaive and Doomed, it's not Crossbow, what's the other one? Doomed Club. Doomed Glaive and Doomed Club. They both have that extra burst damage with it. Gotta hit through that submerge. We don't currently have Dispel in this team, so we gotta do it with Life and Death. Life and Death will be our submerge breaker. Now we're gonna have to wait a turn, aren't we? We are. That's a big a deal. We could literally just take whatever and then just win off it. Your second Cedric was on floor 160. I think we've seen 2 so far, haven't we? I know for sure we've seen 1. For sure we've seen a second. I'm not really keeping track of them. They're very low priority. Or not low priority, but we're mostly just taking multiplayer order. So it'd pretty much be the last rooms anyways. Alright, I need him to break his submerge. We have a bit of an issue here. Because Life and Death's no longer enough to kill. Unless Deathmark wants to do something. Deathmark, please do something. You know you want to. Fine, let's kill all the skull. Yeah, this thing started getting really annoying. The oddly enough, Truffle team would be the easiest one to deal with that on. As far as the ones that actually hit all enemies. Just because Warden works so good with it. The Warden class. I normally use Doomed Glaive in last slot and use Forest Troll as the tank. Because it can double the greens, but you can also use it for the Entangle and the score reduction. Why is the Cedric Room so important? After taking the Cedric Room, it gives you 100% extra gold to all of your allies, which makes your gold cap go from 100 to 500. And having it at 500 is a lot of extra gold. Like that 26 gold would have been 125 or so, a little bit higher. Plus all the boost ratios then apply to it, so that 125 would become like a few hundred extra gold. It adds up very quickly. Oh, hello, Exos! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, around 200 we'll probably switch into Iron Gut. Pretty much, once their stats start to pass us, is probably about when we want to start switching to Iron Gut. The first and final battle both have Impervious. Is the only slight issue with Iron Gut, though. Let's see, the final battle has 1. This one also only has 1. Oh, it has double stealthy, though. Interesting. Because aren't those two things in the middle stealthy? They are. The cloak mantles. And he has impervious, and he has nothing of relevance. He uses score reduction. When I go do pure faction, that'll be relevant, but for when we're just trying to cast kill, that does nothing to deter our damage. Because it'll only deter skulls, not casting. If anything, it actually helps that he has stone skin, because if we hit a skull on accident, it makes Tesla boost ratio not go down as much. So technically the fact he has score reduction is actually beneficial when doing a Tesla team. Oddly enough. None of it looks particularly good. Let's go for the buff, and that should chain into everything else. So what are you doing surviving with 8 HP? Oh, so this is one of a few builds where having armor set is actually better than magic. Tesla's a weird troop in that she actually gains no benefit from magic. She's also notoriously bad in the sense that she actually still counts as a mage, which gains a 6 magic, which is rather funny because she doesn't actually use magic at all. So she's actually, I believe, the only troop, or one of the only few, that gains literally no benefit whatsoever from being gold medaled. I'm pretty sure it's the only legend. It might be literally the only troop in the entire game, though, that gains absolutely no benefit from being gold medaled, other than the cosmetic change. Or if something else on your team had like magic boost ratio or something. But it itself does not use any of the magic that it gains at all. You were ordering the Ubas. I ended up having what's his name delivered the other day. I was too lazy, so I was like, I might as well. Domino's. And they charge almost nothing for shipping because they're like almost in front of my door. They're not that close. It's like a few mile walk. But it's close enough. A few miles, not that far. Actually, it's actually closer to a single mile, actually. It's like a really curvy single mile, though. Let's see. Which makes it seem like it's longer. Because to actually walk it takes longer than what a normal mile would. Even though the actual distance is like a mile. Let's go take that over. Oh, what do we need here? Go for that. So how far are we on rewards? I believe you get all rewards by stage. If you do no skip, by 2:30. Not the time, because it's in like an hour. But by 2:30 as in the level of the delve that you reach. So in another 100 delve levels. You would get all rewards. I'm not sure what the minimum buy is. I believe tier 5 gets you to 230. Possibly even a little bit lower if you wait all the way till Sunday. Actually, if you buy tier 4 and wait till Sunday, I think you can complete all rewards. I'm pretty sure that does it. Tier 4, but wait till Sunday. Or not, wait, but you know, until you get the other sigils. Because I don't think you can go far enough. But I believe that's enough for all stage rewards. Because you'd have to reach 230 to get all rewards. I believe midway through 230 normally does it. Give or take like 1 or 2 depending on the multiplayer order that you take. We normally go for 5 tier 7s though. 4 tier 7s is all you need to complete it. But 5 allows you to do a slight amount of skipping. And it also allows us to do it by Saturday night. Otherwise we'd have to wait till Sunday night. Normally if you do only tier 4. But sometimes it lets you go earlier depending on where Valraven falls. Yeah, if you accidentally don't claim the rewards, it just gives it to you once the event is over. It's normally nice to claim it during the event. Helps with motivation. Or at least once you're going for the initial thing. Then the motivation is to go do Pure Faction. Or to get to 500 if you're not doing Pure Faction. Though generally, if you're buying enough sigils for this event to get to 500, you probably want to at least attempt Pure Faction. It's a little bit of a waste to go all the way to 500, but then not do Pure Faction. Not a complete waste, but definitely not as good value. I'm just gonna go for Tesla Man at this point. On a scale of pineapple to Australia, what is your favorite color of the alphabet? Interesting question. That's pretty funny. Also, I did not order pineapple pizza from Domino's, by the way. I actually tried it during the Super Bowl, and now it's like the main thing I get there if I'm gonna bother ordering something. Domino's has like this spicy specialty, or not spicy, but it has like a barbecue specialty chicken thing that has in like a bunch of cheese and bacon. It is actually really good. A little pricey for what it is. I think it's like $6. But it's so good. It's so good. I've been getting those instead of pizzas there normally, if I bother ordering something. I've been in as much of a pizza mood lately. It's probably a good thing. Let's see. I'll throw that down. Trying to eat slightly healthier has been getting me at least to slightly not eat some of that stuff. Though that bacon thing's definitely not healthy. Bacon in general is really not that healthy for you at all. Oh, that should be kill range. Have I angered the pineapple gods? Pineapple pizza's still good. I just haven't gotten it for a while. Oh, don't even go for here. We'll try for green. I'm just not trying for it. It's just guaranteed. We'll go for that. I think we need buff, so we'll go for buff. And I should wipe now. We might not need buff. Bacon is good. It's not good for you, but it is good tasting. I've never eat bacon for breakfast, though. Even though I'm like a big egg person, I don't like eggs and bacon. I like eggs, but bacon with eggs, I don't really care for. Bacon with some other things I like, but bacon and eggs I actually do not like. The combination of the bacon's just a bit too greasy for my taste of how I like eggs. And I just don't really like the combo. Like, I like both of them individually, but not together. Bacon makes everything taste better, including bacon. You either like bacon or you're wrong. Caramelized bacon's pretty amazing. If I do make it myself, that's definitely the way to do it. Though I generally don't make bacon myself. If I'm getting anything bacon, it's normally with something. Because it's very rare that you would use it for any meal other than breakfast, and I don't have it with breakfast. So a lot of companies put it with their stuff, just because it's like a cheap way to sell the meat, that type of meat. Oh, you just got the faction pet? Nice! Congrats. Yeah, the slime's pretty adorable as well. Also, it's required to get the kingdom to 20 stars. If you're anywhere near there. We're actually stuck at like 18 stars because we don't have the pet yet. What are you doing, double reviving? Actually, only one of them revived. The other one was summoned. Oh, I can't take the red. It's in my way. And that's not enough to kill. Death marks, go. Oh wait, was that takeable? And I just didn't notice? Fail. Might have been. Probably. Oh, not caramelized bacon, but I don't know. This is why I call it. But it's when you do them up with cinnamon. So they get like that nice crisp cinnamon over a whole layer of them. Well, not like a whole layer, but when you just do it up with cinnamon. And just fry them up that way. Ends up being really good. I'm pretty sure they're just called caramelized bacons. They're not like literally caramelized. It's pretty much when you just drown them with cinnamon. As you're frying them. Let's see. Go for that. Is Blackhawk the best value for event keys? You made a kingdom event key tier list yesterday, and after looking at the kingdoms, you thought Blackhawk was the best overall. I believe Zejin is the best overall, mostly because it has a billion things that have extra turn. There's like almost no bad option in Zejin. They're varying degrees of good, though. Like, a lot of them are, like, lower good. But, it has Iron Gut, which is the most relevant thing. But I'd personally say Zejin is the best, event key time. Because you can get a max Black Beast. You can get a max of, all the good goblins that have extra turn capabilities. Like String Fiddler, like, well, I forget, like, most of their names right now. But, you know, like, almost every odd goblin in existence. And you also get, obviously, the Iron Gut chance, which is the main thing that gives it a lot of value as well. But like 80% of the kingdom has extra turn on everything they do. With all this, I know, we keep talking about food. You keep making me hungry. We should make a cooking no, I hate cooking. I would definitely never be the kind of person who would make a cooking video. I'm like the last person you should come to for cooking advice. I do it like literally as minimally as I possibly can. If I can find a way to avoid cooking, I will. Generally on a given day. Guess your age? Based on my channel statistics, though I don't want to overguess, but 41. I'm thinking 36 to 41. I'm not sure why 41 sounds right. That could be completely off. But statistically, I am correct. Or at least close, hopefully. That could be very wrong, though. But I think like 70 to 80% of people who watch us are 35 to 40 something, like mid 40 or something. 16, interesting. You're in the very small demographic of under 18. It's so small YouTube doesn't even register it sometimes. But I believe it has increased since we started doing some Nintendo stuff here and there. Especially if we end up getting into Pokemon Unite. Which I wish we would get more news on that game. I was expecting we would get more during the Pokemon Anniversary thing. But not only is it still in beta testing, but they also probably didn't want to mention it due to how much backlash they had this last time. They even mentioned the game. So they're probably waiting for some separate announcement for it. Oh, didn't even go for her. We'll take that over. Yeah, I'm 26 currently. But let me go check the demographics. I haven't checked in a while. I normally don't look at the demographic page. Also, YouTube keeps changing its background, or its back end, and it's very annoying. They like changing things every few months. And gives, like, no notification of it. Where's analytics? Analytics. Audience. I'm looking for age. Let's see. Also, 47.8% of people who watch me are not subscribed. You should hit that subscribe button. A lot of people bring up that statistic. Some people have, like, really skewed. We actually have a relatively good rate. Honestly, if you have more than 50% of the people who watch you being subscribed, that's, like, an insanely good rate. Some people have, like, a single digit of people who are subscribed relative to not subscribed. That's generally people who have, like, really huge channels that have, like, wide range of people who would attract, but not necessarily would subscribe to the channel. But yeah, we have over 50% subscribe rate, which is still pretty good. That's not 100%. That's no one would have 100%, but could push that to 60. Let's see. Also, we have 2.5 from France now. Good going, France. You're now in 5th place for countries that watch us. I actually have a couple French friends as well. Yeah, my under 18 demographic actually doesn't show 0 anymore. The under 18 shows 1%. The over 65 is showing 0.5 now. It used to show a slightly smaller number than that. Let's see. And which one's the highest? Yeah, the 35 to 44. That's why I guess 41 earlier. Because that's where the good majority of people are. Though the people around my age has actually increased quite drastically. The 25 to 34 is now basically a third. It's almost as big as the other group now. Which is actually rather surprising. But I guess it kind of makes sense because that's people basically around my age. The 25 to 34 range. But yeah, the 25 to 34 and 35 to 44 are almost the exact same numbers now. There was a much bigger gap earlier. But now they're a lot more similar. Interesting. It's pretty much like a perfect bell curve, actually. Where it's like all pretty much in the center right there. Around the 35, 44, and then it kind of just like dips on both sides. Looks pretty much like a perfect bell curve. Pretty much. Anyways. In other news. Let's play. There's definitely multiple people who watch us who are over 65. I've heard multiple people mention it in the past. But theoretically, that does mean you're potentially the only person over 65 watching us. There might be another. I think someone else has said it earlier, didn't they? Because, yeah, 0.5% of 103 would be about 1. This is another person around. You got 192k gold from a level 10 chest. That's a lot of gold. You must have gotten almost every roll on gold if you got that much gold. That is an absurdly high amount of gold. Did you screenshot it? Was literally the entire reward just gold? Was there anything in the chest but gold? That would have meant every one of the rolls would have hit gold, which would be very rare. Or at least a good majority of them. So welcome. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but welcome. Have you already showed the new legendary? I actually haven't gone on the legendary to stream, though we did a video going over it right before we started the stream. But we haven't actually really gone over it this stream. We mentioned it at the beginning, but I didn't like do the team. We can go do a battle with it real quick. The Divinish Ball Aquilin team definitely seems like the most useful one with it. I mean, you can use Bronze Lock Pistol if you don't have Divine Protector. It's this team over here. Go roll it once. We technically haven't used it a single time this stream, so might as well. Though I did just post a video right before the stream went up, going over everything with it. Where is it though? We'll go do it once. So the Huang Long, overall not really worth getting. Definitely a bit of an underwhelming mythic. Seems about C tier or so, pretty much the middle of the pack. It's very average. Actually, it's probably the worst mythic we've gotten this year so far. Because at least the other ones have a little bit more utility purpose. This one technically does, but it's so situational that you'd never bring it out. It might have a bit more potential once half mana start comes into the game, though. Also, we're getting a really slow start. Once we get it rolling, we should hopefully be good to go. And I believe we've just gotten it rolling. Gosh, I wish we had a Shpala mana right now. Good, we got it. That should be match, right? Yes. Oh, it's silenced right now. I can't even go do its ability. Did we even cast it a single time? I don't think we have yet. It's not this battle. Do we have alignment? No. Should we still cast it? Yes. Actually, we do have alignment. We could do that. Yeah, we do that. Too bad we don't have cleanse. We don't have any way to go cleanse the thing. We'll go for that. We'll do that. Hopefully it lands on yellow. Of course it misses. Cleanse at least? No cleanse. Alright, let's kill it off of this. That's match. Yeah, that's pretty much the team. Huang Long just becomes big. Tanks like crazy. You do a bunch of skull spam behind it, you're good to go. Alright, here's a much better start. Oh, of course he's entangled. Hopefully he gains bless. He can actually get the entangle off himself as long as he gets a bless. Please bless. Let's take all the other extra turns first. He does indeed get bless, as well as, that's it. Bless plus AoE. So he hit really unlucky there, but at least he got the bless we needed. I should probably be taking blues right here. What am I doing? Oh, sorry, not blues. I mean greens. Oh no, he killed us off with Death Mark. Oh no, our loop. We might just die here. Getting a bit of a slow start. I didn't build any combinations that use Empower with them yet. I feel like once we have half mana start, it could be okay with like a dragon with Empower kind of build. Gosh, I'm trying to set up into green. The board doesn't want to cooperate. It really does not want me to cast Divine Protector. Oh wait, we could do that. There we go. Now we do this. Get the attack buff, and we should be good to go here. Super slow start, but it does look like we're going to win. Once it gets going, it's pretty unkillable. It can still easily die, though, but it does have a lot of ways to not die. Problem is just getting it rolling. We don't have alignment here, do we? That's rather bad, because Divine Spald is probably going to randomly die to Death Mark any second now. I kind of just want to go for this and see what happens. He's tanky enough that it's almost not going to matter. Oh, now we got to deal with Web Spinner as well. Honestly, this thing might just solo the entire thing. Okay, it's new Mythic versus entire team. Well, let's see how strong this thing is. Can it take out this entire team? The answer is probably yes, though. They are Web Spinners, though, so we'll see. Okay, he's currently webbed, which means we're going to gain, like, almost no attack and do almost no damage. But I think we still go for it. Okay, we did land Bless and extra turn. Nice. There goes Life and Death. One big issue, it doesn't have a way of gaining HP. So using it with Divinity or something's pretty good. Also gives you Cleanse that way. Alright, he's naturally going to have full mana next turn anyways, but we'll still take it, I guess. Let's see, we'll go for this. Extra turn, but nice poke. Oh, he didn't go for the thing. We'll take it then. Grab our skull. Okay, just it versus Life and Death. The only problem is it will kill us in 2 casts. He got this. What do we take? What do we take? Take that for now. Oh, he got a skull on us. Okay, still 2 casts though. We'll deny his brown. We don't have any good mana here. We can try for purple off the sky. Oh, wait, I should deny the other brown first. Oh, wait, we can take that though. That's good. Skull into the other thing. So we'll take that. Oh, double skull. There we go. No! It's still not over! It does not want to die. Oh no, we didn't gain barrier. It can still kill us, though we have a lot of skull reduction. So hopefully we'll be fine. Come on, one more skull. I don't have a way to take it there. We'll try for sky. I didn't get it. Do we have a skull here? No. I'll try for yellow, I guess. Kind of denies green, no. So let's take a brown. I'll take green denial. Take a red. Here goes a shuffle. He's going to get another summon that we're going to have to kill. Spouse is never going to end, is it? Take a skull. Gain attack buff? Nope. Enchant. Oh no, can that kill? He's almost going to kill himself with poison. Poison might actually be the thing that kills us. Actually, him just taking a red would actually be enough to pretty much kill us as well. The struggle of not having... Oh no, he ended up getting us with the skull. Because there's still enough damage even with 70% reduction. What even was that battle? As you can see, it's a pretty average mythic. It reminds me of Stonehammer, but different. It's basically Stonehammer if he had a billion RNGs as far as random things that can happen. But he's basically Stonehammer with 1,000 conditions that could happen. Generally, it's not going to be that good. But anyways, there's a new mythic. It's very average. Also, I don't want that. What I want is this. Back to the faction grind. Actually, where are we at right now? 160. We'll go ahead and add a code at 200. At 200 dove level, that is. Not 200 viewers. But 200 dove level. We haven't had 200 viewers for a very long time. I think the last really big patch was the last time we had 200 viewers. Like, not like the most recent patch, but, you know, like an actual big patch. Are we going for leaderboard? No, we're just getting completion. 500 completion. I normally don't go for leaderboard during this because a lot of people go for 500. Which means a lot of people overbuy packs, and it's just a really annoying leaderboard to go for. But yeah, I don't go for faction leaderboards. It's normally too contested. Because normally the leaderboard by default is just straight 500s. And some of them go really deep. Like they'll buy like 7 tier 7s or 8 or 10 or something really deep. That'd make it nearly impossible to do. Like right now, even right now. The event has been out for, what? Like 10 hours? And it's almost straight 500s already. It is pretty much straight 500s, and it's only been 10 hours. That's like 1/6 the way through. And the leaderboard's pretty much straight 500s. Not to mention they're going to go farther than that. That's your treasure room. I guess we'll wait on that one. That's the same treasure room we saw earlier, too. And then again, I guess we're seeing a lot of the treasure rooms again. 50 Volkies and still no sun. Yeah, it's going to be pretty random. I haven't seen it either, though. We haven't opened nearly as many since then. Though we did get the Heart of Rage since then, oddly enough. Again. I think I have like 4 Heart of Rages now. Or 5. I think it's 4. We have it set as our defend team right now, too, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't we change it? I'm pretty sure we did. Yes, my team is literally just 4 Heart of Rages. Because we ended up getting another Heart of Rage, which made us have 4, so I figured, I might as well use this as our whole team for defend for now. Who knows, maybe the objective next week will be kill a bunch of reds. Actually, I have an objective right now to kill a bunch of yellow. We're actually almost done with it, obviously. 100 gems for killing 150 yellow. Not everyone has this, though. The top is different for everyone. The bottom is the same. So you guys have these 3, but the top one's random. It's about 5% chance per day you get the really good kill 150 for 100 gems instead of the normal kill 100 for 20. The kill 100 for 20 is a lot quicker, but the that one's obviously much better loot by 5 times. It takes a little bit longer, but it was literally free today since we were going to be doing the faction stuff anyways. So we were able to get it done just by doing the faction. At least an 11 more kills anyways. We're going to go for buff here. We're going to have to wait a turn anyways to go get the other Tesla. There we go. And then 2 more delve floors, we'll hand out a code. Let's see. We'll take a blue for now. Grab the Tesla. Grab the other Tesla. Yeah, I think the game plan is we hit 200. We'll hand out code. We'll then probably start doing skip method to about 300. Then we'll do every last sigil we have tonight till whatever that gets us to. And then tomorrow night we do pure faction. And hopefully tomorrow morning I should be able to get a video out going over all the teams and everything. Most of which we already went over, but just in a nice, concise video. What it dictates starting stats? A lot of things. Our main reason why we're so high in Delves is Delves has 2 additional things that can increase your stats. One are potion effects, which we end up buying quite a bit and have 35 to all stats from. But the other one is the Delve Hoard. The Delve Hoard is the thing that you upgrade in the Underworld and ends up giving you a bunch of stats. We did that at the beginning of the stream. And normally get it to 155, though I have quite a few to 200. But doing this gives you all these stats as well. On top of the fact that we're also getting 35 to all stats. So in Delves in particular, we can have some really absurdly high stats. Like our HP and armor are actually above 100 of what it would normally be. Between the 35 and the 84s here. And magic is like 50 something higher. And attack's like 70 something. Which is why it seems so absurdly high right now. At least compared to normal. But a lot of stats also come in through kingdoms. 5-star kingdoms, 10-star kingdoms, 20-star kingdoms, level 10 kingdoms, level 15 kingdoms. They all give extra additional stat. Which is up to 5 additional stats on some kingdoms. Such as Groshnok, which just got its 5th stat today. Because it just got 20 star as of today. Though it requires owning this pet that's at the end of this faction. As well as everything else as far as the requirements leading up to it. Yeah, kingdom stats definitely start adding up. Like just Groshnok alone is going to be 5 armor in total. And every kingdom has about 3 to 5 stats on it. Most of them you do slowly over time, though. There's not really a rush to get most of them. Though getting 5-star all kingdoms is very beneficial. Level 10 all kingdoms and 5-star all kingdoms, because they're generally pretty easy to do and give you quite a bit of stats already. Because you're basically getting 2 out of the 4 or 5 stats that all kingdoms have by doing the 2 really easy objectives. Meaning you're basically getting half their current value just by doing those 2 things. And they can be done relatively early on in the game. Oh, catch you later, Rogue. Have a good time with your sandwich. Do we have a drop for that? We'll take a blue over there. Yeah, best way to get trade stones is just keep spamming Explorer. Also, the Glory Troop every single week is a great way of gaining arcanes over time. Yeah, I for once ate before the stream. Normally I don't eat before the Friday stream, or even morning streams in general. But I did today, mostly because I had leftover from the Domino's I was mentioning earlier. I ended up getting a spare of the chicken thingy, the chicken bacon thingy. I figured it'd be good for breakfast today, because I knew it'd be in a little bit of a rush this morning, and I was. But it was good because you just warm it up for like a minute and it's good to go. Made breakfast very quick this morning. Costco chicken wing sounds pretty good. I haven't been to a Costco for a while. I don't have one of their membership card thingy things. The main reason why is there's no Costco within walking distance of me. And generally most of the places I go to are within walking distance. Like if I'm going to go to a grocery place or something similar. Oh, there's our 100 gems. Nice. Great to see. It only happens about once a month, but it's very nice when it does happen. You don't need the membership card to use the cafeteria. Do they still sell those really big, thick churros there? I remember when I was younger, I ended up getting them there. They had some really good churros for like $1. How will you use Dolahan? Which one is Dolahan? Isn't he one of the new troops? I forgot which one that is. Let me double check. Which one was it? Oh, that's... Why is it not letting me hit backspace? Let me hit backspace. There it is. Oh, this guy. I believe he was mostly useless, wasn't he? Yeah, he's pretty much useless. He's way too luck-based. In premise, this could work if it double-killed. If it double-killed either your own team or the enemy, it would actually be better than if it's single-killed. Even though you could accidentally lose 2 troops. But no, it's just not worth using due to RNG. It's way too inconsistent. And it doesn't kill enough for what it does do. Like, there's so many troops that you can get at 1 kill per cast. And he's not even guaranteed 1 kill per cast. There's also quite a few that guarantee getting 2 kills per cast. Well, not 100%, but, you know, things like Ubistet and stuff like that. Where generally they're going to get a double kill when they do their thing. Same as Scorpius and a few others. So to do a single kill that's RNG based just isn't worth it. Pizza rolls are pretty good. But they're definitely a lot better baked in the microwave though. But baking takes so much longer. Should be enough damage. Yeah, it is. There we go. Sing a song about the chicken bacon thingy? No. You don't want to hear me sing. The furthest we'll go is birthdays. Is there an Easter song? We're not going to sing it. I can't think of an Easter song. Like a non-religious standard Easter song. Well, technically, wouldn't they all be? Technically. But, I don't know. Is there one? Not sure if there is. Like one about the Easter Bunny or something. Yeah, I'd feel like there would be one. I just don't recall any. It'd be weird if it wasn't a thing. I'm looking for here. I'll take that over. It's someone's birthday for that. True. Every day is someone's birthday. Oh, we don't have anything good here. We'll take that for now. Now we'll double Tesla. We'll sing again eventually. Today is not that day. Oh, why did I do that? We already have the win condition in our hand. After this level, we'll go hand out a code. And then we'll probably start doing skip method to about 300 or so, or until we run out of sigils. Well, I don't want to run all the way out of sigils. We need to save some for tonight. Yeah, I have to save some for the nightly stream. Oh yeah, da 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 da, hopping down the bunny trail, da da da. I forgot the rest. I don't remember the beginning of it. But something something something, hopping down the bunny trail, something something more somethings. Yeah, da 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 da, something like that. There's also that hippity hoppity one. Does the stream donation button work? Yes. There's two of them. The PayPal one and the other one. Though it seems to be not really showing it on screen. But the money does go through. And I can still read the comment that's attached to it. But I still need to go fix that. I'm not sure why it's not working. Everything's set up for it to work. Like, the money works and everything. But the actual, like, notification system and everything's still been very broken. Like, even in the program where it shows, like, where it is, it doesn't even show it unless I manually go to the other thing. Like, we had to for the PayPal thing yesterday. Someone donated for a pet name thing. I could always just keep it up on stream every single time. But then it still wouldn't show for the other thing. I do need to fix it soon. I have it linked in everything. It's just not working for whatever reason. Well, the minute it goes through, but you know, the alert system thing, the thing that tells me when it happens, doesn't seem to want to cooperate lately. Yep, there's the one from yesterday. But yeah, it doesn't give me the notifications. This is weird. But anyways, let's see. Put it over. And the reason we don't have YouTube's integrated one is they take 30% of all donations, or all the tips to the channel, which, yeah, that's a lot of money for them doing literally nothing. If it was like 10% or less, I would turn it on. But 30%'s a little greedy. Let's see. Take that over. Yeah, something like PayPal takes like nearly 0. I think PayPal's like 2.7% or something, which is pretty much 0. Let's see, we'll take that over. Imagine if it was 50. Twitch takes 50%. Twitch takes 50% of subscriptions. Like if you were to click that join button, which YouTube takes 30% of, Twitch takes 50%. That I don't mind having on YouTube just because they do technically do something for it. But when you do like a tip thing and all it does is like that little notification thing, to expect 30% from that's pretty absurd. But for the other system, I don't mind it for, which is why we have it turned on. Plus it's only $2, so it's not like they're taking much of that $2 anyways. But yeah, Twitch takes 50% of subscriptions. So like that $5 subscription that they have, the person who's streaming only gets $2.50 from it. And from their bits, they take about 30% as well. Which is about what YouTube takes for their super chats. The problem is Twitch set the standard, and they set such an overly priced standard. And then YouTube and Mixer, which doesn't exist anymore, basically just copied it. I'll throw that down. Get our other thing going. Okay, we have hit faction number 200. It is code time. I'll go hand out the other code. Said I'd hand out 2. Oh no, did I close out the code menu? Oh no, I still have it open. Good. I was gonna say, I shouldn't have. We kind of needed it. Let me just go get you guys the code section. Why is it hiding on me? I literally was just in it. There it is. There we go. Put it over there, put it over there, and here you guys go. Here is the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever your game says in the bottom left corner of settings is what you put in for your invite code, where it says invite code. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters, starting with QV. And give same word as always, 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and somewhere's in all this mess. And, yeah, that. There you guys go. And only usable on PC mobile version of the game. And there you guys go. Enjoy. And we'll claim all this other junk. That's just from the faction stuff. Unfortunately, it separates as like a billion different mails every single time we progress at all. So it keeps showing a mail every single time, which floods the mail like crazy because they still haven't collapsed it all to a single mail for whatever reason. They offer so many other things like guild tasks and most other things that would send multiple messages at once. But for whatever reason, they still have not done it for factions. Not sure why. Maybe it's coded a bit weirdly that they can't do it. But for whatever reason, factions does not have the accumulated message, which I definitely should consider. Because you get spammed with like over 50 messages over the course of doing the faction if you claimed literally none of them. I'm pretty sure it gives you over 50 messages because every single time you gain any shards from leveling up your Hoard, so if you do it a bunch individually, it's going to keep constantly giving you notifications for each one as different separate mails. And it also does it whenever you end up getting progress through the delve itself. So it spams a lot of needless messages that they could just collapse into one or a few. But they still haven't done that. They'll probably will eventually. Hopefully. It's not too big a deal, though. Just have to remember to keep clicking to claim them all before it overfloods your mail. I believe there's a 50 mail limit, unless they changed it in recent times. They might have tweaked it slightly. But there is a limit to how much mail you can have. And if it overflows, you lose the rewards for everything else. Excuse me. It's why they fixed it for guild, most importantly. Because some guilds were doing over 50 tasks per week. Individually, because if you separated all of them, it would end up creating 50 messages, and people were losing loot because of it. For guilds that would do a lot on like Monday, which is pretty common, just throwing a bunch of gold on Monday. But they fixed it since then, so that doesn't happen anymore. Well, the exact number can vary because you can get a different amount of treasure upgrades. Because whenever you get multiple treasure upgrades at once, it doesn't count each one. So for example, if you go from level 1 to level 2, and then 2 to 3, then 3 to 4, it'll send you a message literally every single time. meaning theoretically, if you were to go from level 1 to 100, leveling only one at a time with treasure, it would end up giving you 100 messages. So theoretically, you could have about 150 messages, or 148. That's like the max amount of messages you can get from this event. 100 because you can get one, or technically 99, because you would get one. Wait, does it start at level 0 or level 1? If it starts at level 0, you can get 100 messages. I think it starts at 0, actually. But, yeah, you can get 100 messages from leveling it up one at a time. And then you can get 48 messages from just progressing through the delve. So you can get 148 messages as max, though you're likely going to get less than that. But there is a maximum of 148 messages you can get from delving, if you did the maximum amount of potential messages, which almost no one does it that way, but that is technically the amount of messages you can get sent to your mailbox if you don't claim them, and if you try elongating as much as possible. Hey Isabel, have you been able to get Puzzle Quest 3 working? I know you were having some issues with it earlier. I hope they fix that soon. Someone on the forum who apparently seems to be a dev, they don't have a dev tag, but they were talking as if they were a dev. I've never seen them before, so it must be someone who works specifically on Puzzle Quest 3. But they were mentioning that something about a bug fix that will be in probably by next week. So hopefully we're getting a patch for it soon. I hope they post patch notes, because I don't think we've gotten a single patch since early access. We had that one thing that seemed like it was saying there was a patch, but I don't think it was actually a patch. Hopefully it'll give us patch notes. Yep, no problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy. Yeah, Puzzle Quest 3 still needs a lot of changes. It seems like it'll be decently fun. And once they get that game running, they'll hopefully be able to focus more on Gems of War. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, actually, should we start doing skip method? I almost feel like switching to Iron Gut and start doing skip method. Let's see, how many sigils do we have? We are currently sitting at 420, which means we are at 450, which means we'd have to find 3 Val Ravens. I'm not sure that would happen. I think we might have to keep doing it normally for now. I think we have to go to about... let's go to all rewards, going with all rooms. So until we have all rewards, let's keep doing every single room. And then we'll start doing skip method, because I need 3 Val Ravens to be able to do faction tomorrow night. Otherwise, we'd have to spend an extra 200. So let's keep doing every room. And we'll probably do that to about 250, yeah, about 230 or 250, I think, is how far we'd have to go and get it up to, as far as delve level, as well as time, which is kind of funny, because my time zone, by the time we actually hit like delve 230 or 250, that's also the time of day that it would be, which is kind of funny. Hopefully the patch next week will fix it. Yeah, I haven't checked Puzzle Quest all stream, have I? It's one of those games where, it, even when we play Gems of War, like normally whenever we play a different game, I check Gems of War for tribute. But now we almost need to, when we do super long streams, check Puzzle Quests for its kind of tribute system. It doesn't technically have a tribute system like Gems of War does, but it has a system that effectively does the same thing. What's my dream job aside from YouTube? I was considering something under the psychology field in the past. But I feel like that kind of job like that would be too stressful. This pretty much already is about as close as you can get to a dream job. Let's see. Throw that down. What are you doing reviving? We have full mana next turn, so it doesn't really matter too much what we do here. Throw that down and he's dead. I've had people message me after a very long time of not talking to me with some very random messages. It's actually quite often. Let's see, we'll throw that over. It's even funnier when they do it while they're drunk. Let's see. Oh yeah, diagonals don't exist. Take that. Grab the other one. I've been getting better about not trying to do Puzzle Quest 3 moves in Gems of War. But I still have the urge sometimes to do diagonals. Hello, the White Tiger! Welcome! Also, we have Guild Wars next week, by the way. I am not going to be using this Mythic for it also, by the way. We will not be using that Mythic for Guild Wars. It's just too weak. It's too weak and it's too luck-based. The two things you would not want to use in factions. Even if it was good, just the fact that it's so luck-based would make it not good. I really wish they would add an 8 yellow spawn. Even that would make it not used in Guild Wars, but it would at least make it viable to a pretty good degree. If the Mythic that came out today had a 50% chance to also create 8 yellow. Because that would fix its board control issue. While it's still going to be ultra inconsistent, it would definitely help close the gap of how bad it is sometimes. Because the biggest issue with every type of troop that's like that, there's a couple of them. There's the one that came out today. There's Stonehammer. There's Guard Shield or whatever it's called. That one from Sword's Edge that has like 65% reduction and 50% spell reduction. The biggest issue with all these troops is they end up just overly blocking mana for an ability that doesn't really do too much. And they're decent at tanking, but they overblock your mana so much that they just slow down your speed and just ultimately just makes everything really clunky and slow. And they're generally not worth using. And this Mythic's the same way, the one that came out today. I'm curious to see how it pans out for 50% Dragon Start, though. But that's not until 2 months from now. Or technically a month and a half. Which is actually kind of around the corner. In Gems of War time, that's a very short amount of time. That's still a little whiles away. Alright, we've been tackling the faction all day. It's been our main goal. We'll be doing more of it tonight as well. I think our main goal for this stream is to hit all rewards. Maybe a little bit further than that. And then tonight we'll probably use every last sigil we have. Or at least something pretty close to that. And then Saturday night we finish it out completely. That is the game plan. And tomorrow I should also have a video just going over teams and strategy and all the normal stuffs. Which we've kind of already been going over this stream. But just as a quick overview. Try to get it out tonight. Though I'm pretty sure it's going to be tomorrow morning. Generally, any time I try to get it done the Friday of. Like, I always make sure to get the Mythic out the Friday of. But as far as the other video, it generally just gets done very early Saturday. Just works out better that way. Also, YouTube's a little bit weird when you do 2 big videos per day. Because it'll try promoting one more than the other, which completely buries the other one. But if you do it one in one day and one the other day, it doesn't bury either of them. Something weird with its algorithm. It doesn't properly, like, try promoting both. Normally it'll over-promote one and then, like, not promote the other, which buries the other one. But if you do it day by day, it does it properly. The background's miss the scales currently. I was going to change it for every single kingdom, but I kind of got lazy and just kept it as miss the scales. Mostly because the files aren't easy to obtain. I'd literally have to like screen capture record, which is why it looks like it kind of buffers a little bit ever so often, because it's literally just a time frame of like part of the animation. The problem is I don't believe the source files for the animation is anywhere online. The backgrounds are, the animation for it is not. So you have to record it from the game itself and then turn it into a GIF and then put it behind yourself. Welcome back, Stardust. Welcome, welcome. I wonder if Puzzle Quest 3 has a good one for it. We'd at least change between the two games which one we have for when we do that. We're still not going to have Puzzle Quest 3 streams for a while, though. We did the one just to show the game, but as far as like actual dedicated streams, still be a while. They need more endgame content, too. Currently, faction delving seems to be the, or not faction, they're called dungeons in that game. But dungeon grinding seems to be like the main end game at the moment. But the only problem with that is dungeons are so absurdly hard later in the game, relative to the rate at which you get loot. It's like the main end game content a lot of people can't even access once they're at end game, which is kind of funny. But is the case. What are you doing? Going submerge. We need full mana, like, right now. The fact that we don't is rather unfortunate. I can't take any mana I need. Yeah, let me just throw our life and death down already. It's gonna be a double kill. Come on, 3 more turns. Get your mana already. This is starting to show signs that we need to go Tesla. I mean, not Tesla. I mean, Iron Gut. So it's mostly that submerge. If it wasn't for that submerge, we would have been fine there. It's that annoying submerge that got in the way. Do I like Chinese food? Yes, I haven't had it for a while. There's a really good all-you-can-eat buffet by me that I really like going to. However, obviously I haven't been able to because of pandemic for a very long time. I can't remember last time I've been there. It's been like a year and a half now. Yeah, you can theoretically run Tesla all the way to 500. The only issue we had with the previous delve was submerge. Whenever you get that weird submerge legendary room, it can kind of mess things up a little if you're not using a Dispel Hero class. Which we might switch into. We're using Core Zero currently because extra blue. But to have a Dispel for when the submerge does happen is nice. What about the allergies? There are some places that don't use any kind of nut-related stuff. There definitely are some that do. But there are also some that don't. Also, I do have an EpiPen if it ever did happen. They're so absurdly expensive. I'm pretty sure they're still price gouged to like $400 or $500. And they expire after a year. But they're still technically usable for a couple years after. But theoretically, you're supposed to replace them out every year. I normally do like every 3 years, just because they're so absurdly pricey, and they're generally not even ever used. Actually I did need one once, in the first grade, but since then I've never used a single one, even though I've always had one. Yeah, they're ultra expensive these days. Like almost all medication is in America. Till we fix our healthcare system eventually. Joe Biden's definitely not going to do that, though. Nor did Trump. Someone needs to. Someone needs to become president and fix America's healthcare system. Someone will eventually have the balls to do it. And actually get in. So, like, some people have been trying to, just they don't actually win. But eventually someone will win the presidency. And hopefully fix things to be not as egregious as they currently are. Because the price of things like insulin, EpiPens, and quite a few other things are way absurdly price gouged like crazy. By like hundreds of times of percents. Like literal thousands of percents overpriced. Let's see what do we need here. Take that over. Oh, so I believe that's all rewards. Yeah, there we go. By 2:30. Or, you know, the 2:30. It's also 2:30 right now, which is kind of funny. Well, almost 2:18. But 2:30 as far as Delve ends up getting done the all rewards, as mentioned earlier. I think the late 2:20 can actually do it as well if you have good multipliers. Well, let's see what we get from these orbs. Then we'll keep going a bit. Oh, wait, we don't get a major orb? Wait, you don't get a major orb from this event? It's just for... Actually, smaller ones? I never noticed that. Did we really not get a major from, Vault events? I mean, not Vault events. I mean, factions? Interesting. I always thought I had a major at the end. Well, at least we got a blue and a purple. Are we going to get one of each color? If this is a green, we got one of each color. Nope, we got 2 purples and a blue. Nice. We've been doing pretty good on orbs lately. Didn't we get like 3 blues, a major purple last night? Or no, it was 2 blues, minor purple, and a major purple. But yeah, no major orb. Oh, we don't have any chance for power. I wanted to get my 1% power in. Gotta get those power balls in. Let's see. Where's my win condition? There it is. Well, America's system is good if you have money. But it's really bad if you don't have money. Like, absurdly bad. What do we want here? We got a blue and then double Tesla. Oh yeah, my state didn't enter the Affordable Care Act thingy. New Jersey did, though. Like, I had really good healthcare while I was in New Jersey. And it was free. Yeah, my state didn't buy into it. The healthcare system here is awful in South Carolina. I don't even have a dedicated doctor in this state. Or anywhere right now. Nor any health insurance, because it's literally more costly to have health insurance than it is to literally just pay entirely out of pocket. Between premiums and just the monthly payments and everything. It is literally cheaper just to pay the full price out of pocket than to have health insurance. Yeah, Lindsey Graham didn't end up getting voted out this year. He got voted back in by like 20%. Because I have no clue why people vote that way. Yeah, I would even take just a different Republican over Lindsey Graham. He's just that bad. He's just that awful. What do we even take here? Take that over for now. Did we decide on pure faction team? Yes, we made it earlier. I'll go show it real quick. Well, not using it, but you know, I'll show the team. Where'd it go? Where is it? Pure faction. Where are you hiding on me? There it is. But rock squid, the Akri jelly, and double of the Shoggoth. Shoggoth's how you kill. He has all the true damage. He also has silence and mana accumulation. Actually, he has literally everything. Oh wait, no, he wasn't with silence. Yes, silence. But yeah, he has pretty much everything you need to win. Just make sure you get yours off before the enemy does. So why is it all glitchy? Let me out. There it goes. This guy used for mana accumulation. Unfortunately, it does create skulls, but mostly mana accumulation. And this guy's obviously just a tank. You don't really use his ability. Honestly, I wouldn't even touch his ability. It gets really bad value because it doesn't have like a better boost ratio off the thing. It has a static amount. So basically, you just use Rock Squid to tank. Don't bother casting his ability. Go get all of your blues and purples into the Shoggoths and just keep spamming the Shoggoths until you win. And then you use the jelly for mana. You can even technically just go 3 Shoggoths. I wouldn't go 4 though. But I just put the jelly here so we cover more color. In case the board is bad. Has a little bit of mana accumulation. Also, he's impervious. So theoretically, it would actually be slightly better to have him in last slot because it doesn't hit first and last slot. So that would basically make it so you don't end up getting hit there. So yeah, we'll do it like that. That's actually slightly better. Because it makes it so one of the 2 silences... this thing being silenced is actually beneficial. And this thing cannot be silenced. So now if it double silences based on hitting first and final slot, you won't be anymore. Because he deals true damage to first and last enemy. So now our first enemy is going to be benefited when it gets silenced. And this thing can't be silenced. So there we go. That's our team then. Rock Squid, double Shoggoth with the jelly in last slot. So it can't get silenced. Otherwise our Shoggoth will get silenced, which we don't want. I'm pretty sure we'll get our silence off before the enemy does, but just in case we don't, that's just a protective precaution there. Anyways, where were we? Let's keep going. Did we get a Valraven yet? What's our number at? Math. 18 and 25 is 43. That means we need... we got another 6. That means we need 3 Valravens still. Isn't that exactly where we were earlier? But we still need 3 Valravens. Which means we haven't found a single Valraven since I was saying we needed more Valravens. Go figure. little bit unlucky on Val Ravens then. Oh, he didn't die. Oh, that's bad. I was expecting that to kill. Now we gotta waste a couple turns. Yeah, I feel like we have slightly below average Val Ravens. Because normally doing this would give us enough Val Ravens for tomorrow night. But currently we are 3 short. Which is quite a bit. Should be able to find one this floor. I'd be very doubtful if we don't get one this floor. Should be able to get one. Not this one, definitely very early in the next faction. I don't have enough damage to win right now. I actually need to go for the buff just to have enough damage. Yeah, Rowan Megavore is pretty solid. I might switch to Iron Gut soon. The Iron Gut Zugoff. The double insta-kill. Yeah, one more should do it. Ooh, that's bad. Because Life and Death doesn't kill now. If only we could have gotten Life and Death earlier, but the mana wasn't up yet. Gonna make me have to do this just for one single poke. Sure looks like it. Oh, now it's 2 pokes. What level will we switch to shield with this? Technically about like 50 floors ago. I just haven't bothered switching it. Or not 50 floors ago, but you know, like 50 levels before. But like around 150. Like pretty much as soon as Life and Death stops cleaning up is about when you'd want to switch out of Life and Death. I just happen to still be using it because we haven't bothered switching it. Well, Life and Death's better for the earlier ranges where it can clean. But once it stops being able to clean in one shot is when it falls off. And it hasn't been able to one shot for quite a while now. We just haven't bothered switching it back yet. Mostly because we're just switching into Iron Gut at this point when we're going to switch it. Which we might do after this next floor. I just need a time the Holy Saint Astro's buff a little bit better. Let's go switch it to the other team and be good to go. Okay, I'll take a red. Get our splits. Take it again, and it dies. Up, and that's slightly problematic. You gotta revive. And Life and Death is not enough to clean. Which means we gotta go get all of our mana. Okay, we gotta cascade it off of Sky. And there we go. Now let's finish out this room, then we'll probably switch to Iron Gut Zugoff. Then we can start insta-killing everything. Yeah, weather's been getting quite a bit nicer. That is for sure. Hey, there we go. Let's go switch to Iron Gut. We're at 260 right now. That's about where we switch anyways. Like 250, 260 range normally. What am I doing? I'm looking not for Iron Gut, but for the team of Iron Gut, which is not that one. This one. That's not what I wanted. Why would it not have the faction event there? There we go. Okay, let's go do Iron Gut things. Gotta be careful of the Impervious, though. Both first and final battle has Impervious. First battle also has double stealthy. As long as we kill the Impervious first, it won't matter. Alignment. Non-existent, but we'll go for this. Do a mountain. Kill that. Kill that. Oh, I didn't mean to do Apothecary. Sure though. And very dead. Bit of a mistake there, but still works out. Still works out in the end. What banner am I using right now? If I had to guess, it's +2 brown, +1 blue. I'm actually not sure what it is right now. But I'm pretty sure it's +2 brown, +1 blue. If I was to build this team, that's the banner I would set. So I assume that's what we have set. Zukov, get full mana already. There you go. We are set to, yes, +2 brown, +1 blue, -1 purple. That's what I thought. Maybe that's why he's struggling to get his purple. But no, he can be fine off Explosion. I think the problem is we were Apothecarying, denying too much of his mana. Or is this time we weren't, and now he gets all of his mana pretty quickly? Yes, you are allowed to use leprechauns, so you can end up doing that for quite a bit of mana accumulation during this event. But doing this team without a way to get rid of Impervious is going to be a little bit annoying, just because the first and final battle has a guarantee one. That can sometimes work for factions where the first and final battle don't, because the chance that you'll find immunes will be slightly less overall. But when there's a guarantee one on both the first and final battle, you generally want to make sure you have at least one option for it. Obviously, in this particular team, we're using Zugov for it, but any curse option would work. But yeah, I don't believe we have a cheap curse option underneath blue-green. Actually, that's not true. Mirage Queen. You can do Mirage Queen. Mirage Queen's pretty cheap. It's something most people have. But you can run Mirage Queen for this event instead of Zugov. It's not as good as using Zugov, but it would do what it needs to do. Zugov, would you like to get full mana already? Thank you. He's just one away. He just would not get that mana. But yeah, it's the exact same team with Mirage Queen. The last slot's perfectly fine. It's a bit slower, but it still does the same thing. That is still pretty decent speed. Is that enough to kill? It is! I was gonna say, I thought that was enough damage. The burn is what cleaned. He lived with one, but burn range was enough. Yeah, that trip used to have Impervious. I still keep thinking sometimes that he does. I was like about to target him and it was like, oops, he has Impervious. And it's like, oops, he does not anymore. He hasn't for a while. He got that changed like 3-4 years ago. Which I think it was closer to 4 years ago. But at one point, that troop actually did have Impervious. A very short duration, but it did. It seems so weird that they got rid of Impervious on it, though. There was really no reason to. It was never meta. And then they just completely nerfed it even more. It was a really weird change. There's been a lot of weird, like, small balance changes. That was definitely one of the weirdest. Because it was already a horrible troop that was made even worse. Or if nothing else, at least it makes factions easier, the fact that he doesn't have Impervious. So maybe they were thinking literal years ahead. But they've done many other things to factions to make them annoying. As far as what's in some of the battles. So I highly doubt that was the reason it was changed. Also, that would have been way too far in advance. Because that was years apart. Like 2 or 3 years apart between factions coming out and that change. Yeah, it does already feel like the weekends. Honestly, my weekends pretty much start on Fridays now because of Gems of War. Or it sure feels like they do. Ugh. Do I think Mountain Crusher will ever be not meta? If it stays exactly as it is right now, it'll never not be meta. To some degree. Oh, there's literally one Impervious on the whole team and I click it. Why? There's only one singular unit that has Impervious, and I clicked the one that has Impervious. There we go. Just make sure I don't accidentally click him again. Oh wait, I have to do 1 damage first. Otherwise he is stealthy and I couldn't target him. They almost never do rebalance these days for Gems of War. And Puzzle Quest 3 needs a absurdly high amount of rebalance. They're really not good at balancing. They are really not good at balancing. Which is kind of... Oh, oops. He's stunned, so I have to hit him. Fail. Which is kind of weird, because I know the whole studio hasn't worked on that many games. But they've created, like, dozens of games, technically, as a company. Obviously, probably with people coming in and out. But it's not like Gems of War or Puzzle Quest 3 are their first games they ever made. Live service-wise, yes. It's the first 2 live services they ever made, Gems of War being the first and the other one being their second. But, yeah, they're really bad at balancing. Like, really, really bad. What do we go for here? I'll take that. Get a mountain. Oh, are they running the basketball thing? I didn't even check their Twitter today. The thing that they ran for April Fools yesterday was pretty fun. I played a couple rounds, got 2 crowns out of it. It was pure chaos, but it was wonderful. It was the final tail tag stage with 24 people. Normally the max capacity for the stage is 6. There's a reason why. The stage is pure chaos with for 24 people. It was not made for 24. You have immune to devour, right? Wait. Yeah, you do. I was gonna say. I had a feeling you did. Wait, are you telling me I have to kill all these with Zugafa? That's not nice. I'm gonna poke him. I know he has immune, but I just want to poke him. Pokety poke. Pokety poke. It's gonna be kind of awkward when they have a lot of the way that this team is built right now is actually not made to tackle that many immunes. Some immunes, yes. Not that many immunes, though. This team is really good at tackling 1 singular immune. 2 it can do okay. 3 is a bit too many. And 4 it would actually be kind of slow. Actually, it's being kind of slow right now, actually. Let's see. At least we have, what's his name in first slot, if nothing else. Zugaf, get mana ready. There you go. Alright, Iron Gut's in first slot right now, however, that's not too big a deal. As long as we get Apothecary rolling early, it should still be fine. Though we probably should just go straight to the end. Honestly, we should probably start doing skip method soon. Since we're a whole trip down, we'll go and skip to the end here. Or not a whole trip down, but a disoriented team composition. This makes it more likely we're going to lose a troop, and once we lose a troop, that would be very bad, especially if we lose Iron Gut. Oh wait, I could just entangled him. I mean, killed him. I forgot he doesn't have immune. Only that one guy did. I'll grab all that. Now we'll kill him. Get a mountain down. Nothing else, at least Zugaf's going to hit for like 1 billion. Also, I might just start doing skip method now. We're kind of at the point where we could start. So we're going to start doing so. Yeah, one other funny method is actually a double Iron Gut team. The only problem with that is it still has problems with immune. But when you're spamming this much brown, it kind of works out pretty well. That should kill. Maybe I'll start doing rush method now. Guess how many sigils do we have? 15 because it'll go down by 1. 15 into 28 is where we just were, 43. And then we get 3 tomorrow, which means we need what? 2 Valravens. Wait, we got a Valraven? What is it? Or was I miscounting earlier? 15, 430, 460. I guess technically a 3rd Valraven in the sense that we'd have to get it first try otherwise. That should be fine. Let's start doing rush method. Worst comes to worst, we have to spend 200 more gems tomorrow, which is not a big deal. And I think our goal for right now is to get to 300. Then we'll probably call it a wrap for now and get dinner then, once we hit 300. Sounds like a game plan. Oh, fail. That's not the first time or the last time I'll be doing that. Please let me devour, thank you. I just realized I'm still using armor. Hold up. That's a slight issue, isn't it? I was like, why does this team feel ever so slightly off? There we go. 20% into 2 seasons. Aha! I found the issue. We haven't been running 20% mana start. I guess technically we go this way. Because the bottom path's going to have lower rarity stuff. No, it has no effect on delves. The metal only affects World Event. It doesn't affect anything else. It only works in the World Event. Are we using Titan class right now? I believe so, yes. Mostly for the barrier and for their starting Brownstorm. I believe we currently have Enrage set to it so we can pressure damage. How did I get enough war coins to do all the war bands? We got very lucky. That's how we did it. Off of daily offers entirely is how we got them. We just got lucky off those daily offers. The ones that cost gems. It's pure RNG if you get them or not. There's one on the paid side and one on the free side. And of course we have access to both, which made it a little bit easier. But there's still some people who haven't seen a single war coin offer yet. And then there's people like us who literally have all the war coin offers and already got all of them. But it's completely luck based. Though once they start adding new kingdoms, every kingdom completion I believe gives 15 or 25 war coins. I forget the number. But it gives some amount of war coins for completing out a new, kingdom quest line. And obviously veteran players can't do that. However, once they add new kingdoms, we can. So if you're still lacking war coins by the time they start getting around to that, there will be an alternative way. It hasn't started happening yet, but they are planning on adding more kingdoms soon, though. Though it's their version of soon, so it could still be years. But they said they are coming. Could be a couple months, could be a couple years, but we are getting new kingdoms at some point. Pretty sure they're waiting till they launch Puzzle Quest 3 before they do anything too big for Gems of War this year. Last year they did nothing because of COVID. This year they're going to do nothing because of Puzzle Quest 3, pretty much. Seems to be the case. Or not literally nothing, but you know, a lot slower rate than they wouldn't be normally. Oh gosh, again, I keep forgetting because they have double stealthy. And we can't do it unless they get stunned. Skull? No skull? Come on, if we had skull, we could win. Just give us a singular skull. How's that so hard? Skull. Yeah, there's quite a few people who still haven't seen a single war coin offer. Unfortunately. It's kind of like how I almost never see Imperials. It's very unfortunate. I think we've seen like literally one Imperial this entire year. Off of daily offers. Which is one of the most important resources in the entire game later in the game right now. Why is there only 2 browns? It's about as bad as the board we got earlier. And it's the Valraven battle, too. It's like the worst time to have an ultra bad board. The absolute worst. Oh, we fixed our issue. We have killed the Valraven. Let's kill the only thing that could still kill us. Oh, you have immune. Yeah, oh, yeah, never mind. You have immune to devour, don't you? Dwarves do have that, don't they? Dwarven Geat doesn't, though. But he sure does. Value for that's good enough. Not the most perfect move, but I guess what it done as far as what we need for the battle. And I think we'll make this our last one for now. This set of delves, or you know, this floor, whatever you'd call it. So if anyone still has any other questions, now would be a great time to ask. We'll be back pretty soon, though. 5 hours from now, we'll be back and doing pretty much what we're doing now. Just keep going until we pretty much run out of sigils tonight. Or at least a lot of progress, if not necessarily all of them. But definitely probably a good majority of them. If not all. Because how many sigils do we have left? Like 10, 15? 15. 15 on the dot, actually. Not counting Valravens. Oh, sorry, what was your question? What will happen after the Underworld has a faction for all the kingdoms? Well, they're going to be adding new kingdoms. So that's slightly later than potentially anticipated. But they are likely to add another area. I'm not sure if that area will make it into the game this year, though. But there's a very high chance they will add another area that isn't Underworld. That would probably add some kind of new game mode that isn't Delves. But still replaces that kind of system. That or just new kingdoms coming into the game will kind of replace that system for quite some time. Do I like Bacon Market or Boston Market? What is Boston Market? It sounds somewhat familiar, but I have no clue what it is, just based on that. What is Boston Market? Yeah, glad you could make it, Gary man. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, we stream every Friday morning, Gems of War. Normally around about noon or so, sometimes a little bit closer to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we stream every single night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 5 hours from now. Which for some time zones is harder to catch than the morning ones. We do stream every day. And all the streams are, of course, on the channel. So they're easy to catch if you miss. And normally we just go over whatever's going on in a day. We're just doing some standard grinding and chatting. Oh, of course, today we have a lot of stuff we need to do, as well as tomorrow. Pretty much all of our playing is towards getting this faction completed. Had a little bit of lag there. They still have a weird lag glitch with Yagway and Iron Gut and a few other. Basically, whenever you finish a match by stealing HP off of a trait, it does a very weird lag for whatever reason. They still have not fixed that. That has been in the game since Yagway, and they still haven't gotten around to fixing it, which is kind of strange. It's a really small glitch, but at least like a second. It's common enough given that Yagway and Iron Gut are pretty meta troops. Oh, they're homemade comfort foods. Interesting. I never ate at them before. Or ordered from them. It sounds pretty good, though I've never had anything from it. Also, not sure I could because they'd probably have nuts and some stuff. Always have to be careful with like bakery-like areas. Or anything that uses a wide variety of ingredients. Oh, also, I said I'd finish at the previous delve. I guess we'll finish at this delve. But yeah, any other questions? Let me know. Anything else I missed? Anythings? Otherwise, we'll call it a wrap for now and be back in 5 hours. Once we finish this delve. Don't you revive. What are you doing? Now we gotta kill 3 baby dragons. Well, 2 and an egg, I guess. At least that guy didn't revive. Oh yeah, I love Thanksgiving meals. I'm actually having it for Thanksgiving. Not for Thanksgiving. For Easter. Except with ham instead of turkey. Yeah, it's a nice combination. Those little small butter rolls, the cranberry sauce, stuffing, potatoes, canned yams, or, you know, the cinnamon yam things, whatever you call them. Caramelized yams. I don't know. They have a proper proper name. But it's a pretty good combination. And you make a little sandwich out of the whole thing. Let's see. Oddly enough, Wawa in New Jersey, and wherever else they might reside, have pretty good Thanksgiving sandwiches. I used to get them a lot when I did flea marketing around the time. Whenever they came in season. Actually, I would get a lot of food at Wawa. They had a lot of really good stuff. They could pretty much just come in order and get pretty quickly. There's almost like a little mini deli in there. Not exactly like compared to a normal deli. But if you're just looking to get a bunch of quick stuff, get in, get out, it's a pretty good location for doing so. They don't have any in my state, though. I'm pretty sure it's just a northern thing. I've only ever seen them in New Jersey, though. I know they're in a couple other states. Oh, so thank you, Isabella, for supporting the channel. Greatly appreciated. Now we have Isabel and Isabella. Let's see, we'll throw that down. Get our insta-kill on the other thing. And there we go. But anyways, guys, best of luck with the Mythic. Best of luck with the faction. We'll be back tonight in 5 hours from now to go continue this faction. We'll probably use every last sigil we have, or at least a good majority of them, if not every last one. And it's pretty much the game plan. And we'll get as deep as we can. And then tomorrow night, not tonight, but tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll do Pure Faction. And tonight we'll just kind of grind towards Pure Faction, basically. And that's pretty much the breakdown. And tomorrow we'll have a video kind of going over all the teams and everything. We kind of already have several times, but this is a quick overview real quick. Of course, Rowan builds you can end up doing. Don't have it here yet, but I'll probably go make it as well for the thing. You can run Truffle build, which is far as Troll double Truffle into either Mirage Queen or Doomed Glaive or Doomed Club, using Ward and Hero class. So you can use the team that we were just using, the Iron Gut Quick Kill, or the Insta Kill, I mean. And then there's just a standard Pure Faction. And you do Rock Squid, double Shoggoth, and then the Jelly. Specifically in last slot, I actually changed this order just because the other guy has Silence. So to avoid Silence, Rock Squid is actually beneficial when it gets Silence because you're not casting him. And this thing can't be Silenced, so it keeps both your legends pretty safe. Ends up working out pretty good. But anyways, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. Best of luck with all the weekend stuff. And hopefully you guys will be able to get that Mythic if you're trying for it. It's a pretty bad Mythic overall, but it's at least a new Mythic, so it's at least a guaranteed chance that you'll get a Mythic that you don't already have. It's also technically better than the other Shentang Mythic. So if you were to go for a Shentang Mythic, it is the better of the two to go for. And you can get it this week up until Friday reset of next week. So basically the end of Thursday. So there's still plenty of time. You can use your Monday keys as well for it that you get on Monday, Tuesday. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. Have a wonderful Easter as well if I don't catch you guys by then. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good weekend.